Discord will send me 11 different notifications, but not one when the person I actually want to hear back from messages me back. Because that would be easy.
Everything about this place is so easy for me to get behind and to raise money for. And I hope people will come out and walk with you guys and me this weekend. April 2nd, Brookside Park in Pasadena.
I picked up a shotgun in Division that equipped in the pistol slot, and it is nice.
How you even found your way to be connected to this?
Well, when I got to KFI, they were asking me, like, hey, what are things that you're interested in? And, at the time, I was going Army life and getting dogs. And, we never had any fish or anything. And, I feel like my thing on this planet is to rescue dogs. And so that's what it is. And the day I went to Pasadena Humane for the first time, and they showed me the facility, it was like I walked away from there, like, how else can I help? What else can I do? And I think one of the things that I really love about it is not only the things that I was mentioning, but they have an incredible veterinary department where they will do.
Shout out to the vet who did my
like the not what you actually call it, but dogs will come in,
the
have been hit
sweetest
by a
little dog.
car. Other rescues would probably have to put it down because they don't have the funding to save an animal. But Pasadena Humane will come in, put a plate in a dog, like in a hip or something like that. They do like those little wheelchairs for the dogs if they have one. I've seen cats come in where they've had horrible eye infections, and instead of giving up on them, Pasadena Humane will do, maybe they'll have to do something rather severe, but they make it so that those cats are still adoptable, and it just, every time I go there, it warms my heart.
Now, for someone who hasn't gone to a wiggle waggle walk, lay out for me what they expect to see, what they can do, like the food vendors, all those things.
Oh my gosh. Well, there are food trucks there, but there are so many fun little vendors. It's always a bring my credit card kind of situation for me because you've got people selling all kinds of different t-shirts and bags and dog bowls and, treats for animals and that kind of thing. Then at our booth, what is fun this year is producer Michelle has put together these adorable swag bags that we're giving away to people on our team. Actually, tonight I am working on something that goes in the swag bag that I would just say involves rubber bands. And then, so everybody on our team, KFIAM640.com/wiggle is where you can go to join our team. And so you'll get one of these special little swag bags. Also, you'll get to walk with us at 8:30. We do a big team photo. So if you go to my Instagram, JJLKFI, you can look up the pictures from last year. And it's just fun. It's like, it's a one chance that I get to connect with our KFI listeners who are also animal lovers. And it's just a cool event. There's thousands of people that are out there. We have cheerleaders, it'll be young kids from the schools surrounding the area that are at the front and at the finish line and stuff like that. It's a 1 and a 3 mile walk. We just do the 1 mile. I'm going to admit I'm lazy. I'm not going to walk. So we do the 1 mile. And it's just going to be a fun group of people out there. And I hope you'll come out. We'd love to meet you.
I know why I am what they call a dog person. But why are you?
Oh, unconditional love. Like when you come home and you can hear them barking at the door and sort of scratching at the door, you're like, I might have got the funniest day in the world.
Yes.
Heartbeats and 3 little sets of eyes love you.
Just 3 little sets you're not going to add to your brood?
Oh, not right now. So I got 3 dogs and a cat. And Betty White, the golden doodle that I had, the puppy, if anybody follows me, this dog I've met, oh my gosh, I love this dog, but holy cow, God is testing me with this one. She's nuts. Like her affinity for mud is unlike anything I've ever seen. Like I'm 100% at this point where I'm giving up on one of my couches that she loves to jump on. I think I'm just going to get a new couch. Like I just give up.
See, that's why we have 2 dogs and we have like mid-range couches because we give them full run of the house and the furniture.
Right.
So we're not going to try to explain to them, don't jump on the couch when we sit on the couch and what have you. So we had to make an agreement with them. Okay, we're not going to get high-end furniture because the dogs have access to it. But really quickly, before just information so people can sign up, where to find us on Sunday,
Hopefully she's all right.
So Sunday,
Yeah, I heard some coughing.
Oh, supposed to be muted.
Oh, she doesn't want us to know she's choking to death. I understand. I see.
I'm in a tournament, so I thought I was on mute to be quiet.
Oh, that's okay.
And then we'll all cruise on over to the finish line, and all of us will be walking. No alien.
It happens.
Yeah, I'm just choking on my own self, I guess, in a not good way.
No. We have an agreement.
Trying not to make inappropriate jokes here. It happens.
You guys, thank you so much for letting me come on tonight to love it.
Absolutely, Jennifer Jones. Ladies, love you. We'll see you soon. And
Agreed.
to wiggle
Devote.
on the walk with you.
All right, sounds good. I'll see you Sunday.
All right. There she goes. It's later with Mo Kelly.
Division out with outside.
Gabrielle
Yes.
Bourne as we talk about the upcoming
Oh,
movie
that's
and how
don't
the
think
story of Michael Jordan
There
and Nike changed the
might
world
be a
as we know it. That's coming up on later with Mo Kelly. KFI AM 640.
kind of
Live
the
everywhere
entrance
on the
now.
iHeartRadio app. Congratulations to Steve for earning 2 more Golden Mike Awards for his collection.
I'm on red flag.
The collection.
Became crash with one.
Steve Gregory's hoarding Golden Mike Awards.
KFI,
KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Lots of guns from lots of places. I'm Amy King, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Officials say the person who shot and killed 6 people, including 3 children, at a private Christian school in Nashville has legally bought 7 weapons from 5 different local gun stores in the city. Police Chief John Drake says 3 of the guns were used in the shooting.
She was under care, doctor's care for an emotional disorder. Law enforcement knew nothing about the treatment she was receiving.
Drake says the shooter's parents felt their child should not own any weapons. He says it turned out the shooter was hiding.
I love it to be honest. So what do you?
Shows officers taking down the shooter. The video shows officers arrive at the school as they're directed to the building where the shooter was seen. A team goes in and they start searching.
Let's go.
Shots were heard on the 2nd floor. That's where officers confront the shooter.
Watch out.
The whole thing happened in just a few minutes. The LAPD is after the public's help and is offering a reward up to $50,000 to anyone able to provide information about a fatal hit and run in East Hollywood. The LAPD said in January a compact SUV described as a white Kia was headed northbound on Serrano Avenue near Sunset when it hit an 84-year-old woman. The LA Fire Department responded to the scene, took the woman to the hospital. She later died there. Officials say the driver drove away.
And I look forward now to and making it right.
Governor Newsom has signed a bill into law that goes after gas price gouging. It was passed by the California Assembly yesterday. Attorney General Rabbi says the law can impose penalties on oil companies for increasing prices of gas when they think no one's looking.
We are standing up for everyday Californians, and our message to Big Oil is very clear. Play by the rules or pay the price. It's really that simple.
Bonta says passing this bill means California is saying yes to transparency, consumer protection, and accountability. Opponents say the law could increase gas prices or make companies leave the state. The law goes into effect in 90 days. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy has sent a letter to the White House urging President Biden to get back to negotiating about an increase to the federal debt limit. McCarthy says it's been nearly 2 months since they've had any discussions. He writes to Biden that he's concerned Biden is putting an already fragile economy in jeopardy by insisting on his extreme position on the debt limit. McCarthy says House Republicans want to limit spending, save taxpayer money, and grow the economy. Abbott Elementary creator Keith Brunson and blonde actress Anna de Armas will be making their Saturday Night Live debuts next month. Brunson, who also stars in the ABC comedy of Hosting Saturday. Molly Shannon, who was a cast member from 1995 to 2001, will return to host April 8th. The Jonas Brothers, who have a new album out in May, will be the show's musical guests.
The artist, who earned an Oscar nomination for her portrayal of Marilyn Monroe, will be hosting on April 15th. Southland weather from KFI, rain after midnight, lows in the 40s and 50s. Rain tomorrow morning, partly cloudy for the afternoon with highs in the low 60s at the beaches, Metro LA and Inland OC. 50s to about 60 for the valleys and IE. 40s in the Antelope Valley, where there's a wind advisory up through Thursday morning. Rain again by Wednesday night and into Thursday. Those showers expected to continue until late Thursday afternoon. Cloudy skies Friday. Sunny skies for the weekend. Highs in the 50s to mid-60s. It's 56 in Los Alamitos, 55 Santa Clarita, 56 in Seal Beach, 57 in Gardena. That crash in Atwater Village on 5.
If you're headed northbound at Glendale Boulevard, it's taken away the left lane, so your drive starts to stack up heavily right around the two. In Montebello, 60 eastbound at Finlay, watch out for a stalled car still blocking the middle lane there, so it's a stop and go right as you come away from the 710. And things are looking better for you now.
Oh my god, are you
westbound after
stupid?
Phillips Road. The crash there has been moved out of the two right lanes. It looks like traffic has recovered there. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Pedro Moreno.
Bases clearing triple. Freddie Freeman. Come to Dodger Stadium on April 1st when the Dodgers take on the Diamondbacks and be one of the first 40,000 fans in attendance to receive a Freddie Freeman bobblehead presented by Bank of America. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/promotion.
Paid for by Science Moms. New federal legislation provides financial incentives to accelerate the transition to clean energy. Science Moms, a nonpartisan group of climate scientists, is starting a conversation on how clean energy can protect your kids' health and slash your energy bill. Dr. Joellen Russell, science mom and professor at the University of Arizona in the Department of Geosciences. Science moms are here to start conversations. Mom, dirty energy is harming our kids' health, while safe, clean energy is abundant. Now is the time to act and protect our kids from toxic fumes on diesel school buses and heat-trapping gases that make extreme weather events worse. Don't miss out on the thousands of dollars available to your household and community to make the switch to clean energy today. It's never been easier or more affordable to save our kids' future. To learn more about the steps you can take, visit ScienceMoms.com.
This is Jacob Emrine. If you've been in a truck accident, call 844-24-JACOB.
More stimulating talk.
And iHeart radio station.
1984 has been a tough year. Our sales are down, our growth is down.
It's time to rush you in here to grow the basketball business.
You don't know what the hell a Nike is. What's a Converse? NBA All-Star shoes.
There's nothing simple about Nike.
You would have to have a pretty compelling pitch.
I can tell them the one thing the other companies can't compete with. Our basketball division is terrible.
But you not love it.
This is where you come up with a brilliant idea that no one else can see. Let's hear it.
I got it. I found them.
Who's that? Jesus? Can't afford it. I'm willing to bet my career on one guy.
My name's Sonny Vaccaro. I'm with Nike.
You typically make it a habit of showing up at people's front doors unannounced. I don't like to take no for an answer.
Oh, man.
Here we go. You ask me what I do here. This is what I do. I find you players, but I feel it this time. Yeah, okay, it's risky. When you were selling figures out of the back of your trunk, that was risky. Don't change that now. For a risk, yes, we've never set foot on NBA court. If that's the literal definition of rookie, yeah. What's the plan? You feel this shoe line around just hang. I need the greatest basketball shoe that's ever been made. Who's the player? Michael Jordan.
It's later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. You may know actress, writer, and producer Gabrielle Bourne from series like TNT's Animal Kingdom and Fox's Pitch, just to name a few. Now Gabrielle is set to co-star alongside Matt Damon and Ben Affleck in the movie Air, which hits theaters Wednesday, April 5th. And as you heard, Air tells the incredible story of Sonny Vaccaro and Nike as they pursue NBA basketball rookie Michael Jordan in creating a partnership that revolutionized the world of sports and culture. In the film, Gabrielle Bourne brings to life Tiffany, Matt Damon's Sonny Vaccaro's right-hand woman. And she joins me right now in studio. Gabrielle, it's a pleasure to see you. We're also live on Instagram Live at Mr. Mo Kelly, MRMOKELLY. How you doing tonight?
Hello, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
I was looking at your story. I was looking at your history, and it is very circuitous. You were born in Jersey, then you go to Belgium, then you go to London. You speak all these languages, and somehow you made your way back to the United States. What possessed your family to move to Belgium first and foremost?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to go on this 10-year European adventure when I was 3 years old. My dad got a job overseas, and my parents decided that they were up for the ride. So they moved me and my sisters out to London, Belgium first, and then London, and then I found out a month or two before my freshman year of high school that we had to move back to the States, and I was devastated because I was having such a blast in London.
Did you remember the actual process of moving to Belgium? Was there any type of discomfort or uncertainty learning the language?
Yes, I definitely remember initially moving there having a hard time and kind of hanging out along with my teachers at recess. But, after you get past that initial thing and you realize that you're going to make friends wherever you go, it becomes easy and kind of like an exciting adventure. And so I was all for it.
What's it like living in Europe? I mean, you can go 20 minutes and run into a different language. What's that like when you run into people who may speak 4 and 5 languages?
It's different. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the culture. It's just so rich. It's just a whole different way of life. And just growing up, it was kind of all I knew. It was kind of what I was used to. And London was different too because they speak English. So, and that's really where I grew up. From when I was, 8 till 14. So that was like the big years of my life. I'm being independent, and those are like my first real memories. And
but you didn't adopt seemingly any accent. Well, I'm quite sure you could slip in and out if you wanted to. It's not like you walked in and said, "Hello, governor."
No, I did not adopt a full-on English accent, but I remember, coming back and I'd say things like, "Can I go use the toilet?" Or what, and people would be like, "The toilet? What are you talking about? The bathroom?
Right.
There's no bath in there. What are you talking about?" So yes, but it was just a blast.
When did you get first approached about this acting thing? Because it didn't happen here; it happened over there.
Yes, it happened while I was living in London. I went to the American School London, and they, 5th and 6th grade, you just automatically take drama class as part of the curriculum. So we had it in school, and I just fell in love with it. I started taking it outside of school every Saturday, and then my acting teacher happened to be an agent, so she started sending me out for things, and I just kind of fell in love with it. And then when we moved back to the U.S., I was driving into New York City every weekend to go to acting class and auditioning there, and then I decided to audition for acting programs for college.
And then you ended up at USC.
Somehow I got into USC BFA acting program. I don't know how. That was one of the only schools I got into, which is just amazing. It's an amazing school.
It kind of helps
my
with the career as well, doesn't it?
It does. I think people hear that, you were at USC in the BFA acting program, and they take you a little more seriously. And, Trojans help Trojans.
Yes, that network is real.
It is.
And it's substantial. What was your first job? Do you remember your first job that you booked?
Well, my first job when I was in high school, just commercial work. I think one of my first jobs was like a music video for the Jonas Brothers.
That's not a bad first job.
Yeah, they were doing a reenactment of like a girl going to prom, and so I, opened up the door, and there's a guy with a football team on it. I don't know. It was a funny thing.
You look very young, so I could see that you could pass for a high schooler even now if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So then you are obviously learning more of your craft at USC. What was your first step after leaving school as far as broadening your career, or were you working while you were going to school?
I was auditioning while I was in college, but I was trying to focus on college. So when I was done, that was like, okay, here we go. It's crazy. You get all kinds of advice when you graduate college as an acting teacher, and Everyone's kind of telling you different things about how to spend your time. You're in this place where you have to have your date. You have to be open at a moment's notice when an audition comes through, but you have to have a job. You have to have a way to make money. So obviously that's why most people become waiters or whatever. I was a dog walker for a while.
That's a dangerous profession these days.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, being serious.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
How do you get into dog walking?
There's websites that you can go to, and then I started making my own business cards and things like that.
It's almost like you don't want to tell me all of that story because there's something about it that might get you in trouble if you told all of it.
Oh my God.
Am I right?
Well, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, before we go to this first break, tell me one nightmare dog walking story.
Oh my
You
God.
gotta have at least one.
Oh, well, there was this one dog. He was a rescue, and it was a little nerve-wracking every time I go because he was kind of didn't know how he was going to react, and I was the only one that could go walk his dog because it was kind of cute.
Do you remember what breed?
No, I don't want to say
Okay.
because these dogs have a bad rap, and
Okay,
some of them are.
Cool. I should like trying
Some
person.
of them are so special, so sweet, and
So when you were walking this pit bull, what happened?
traumatic past. Well, he got that face at me and he snapped it. He didn't bite. I was fine. But it was a scary moment because you're there in his face. Like, are you still there?
Mm-hmm.
But,
So the dog was psychotic.
but it was the dog just had past trauma.
PTSD. Okay.
And so I don't blame the breed.
Okay.
I blame
You don't blame the
breed.
people. Okay. If you're just tuning in, joining me in the studio right now is actress, writer, and producer Gabrielle Bourne. She's one of the co-stars of the new movie Air, co-starring alongside Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. Air hits theaters on Wednesday, April 5th. More with Gabrielle Bourne in just a moment. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. It's later with Mo Kelly. Now let's go to the KFI 24-hour news. Rabbi King.
Police in Nashville say the person who shot and killed 3 adults and 3 children at a Christian school was under a doctor's care for an undisclosed emotional disorder. Police also say while she had maps of the campus and planned the shooting, she didn't specifically target any of the people who were killed yesterday. Homicides in Los Angeles have fallen by 5% from 2021 numbers. Police Chief Moore says there were still more than 1 killing per day in LA in 2022. Chief Moore says the number of homicides and shooting is down so far in 2023. HBO says 2.3 million people watched the final season premiere of the Emmy-winning drama Succession Sunday night. That's a record for the show. 1.7 million watched last season's finale. Season 4 will be the last season of the show. Rain after midnight through tomorrow morning, a break in the afternoon, then rain again Wednesday night into Thursday. Got a crash in Atwater Village on 5.
Northbound at Glendale Boulevard. It's blocking the left lane, so traffic stacking up pretty heavily right around the 10. Montebello, 60 east of that Finlay. Watch out for a stalled truck that's in the middle lane, so you're seeing a heavy ride from the 7th stand. But if you're on the 91 eastbound in Anaheim Hills, right at Weird Canyon Road, it looks like a crash there. It's been moved out of lanes. It's over to the right shoulder now. You drive slowly recovering from Lakeview. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Pedro Moreno. This report is sponsored by Stand Up to Cancer. Joe Buck and Jacksonville welcoming you back to the City Center Convenience Mart. Uh-oh, she's looking at the cigarettes, but she just grabbed the gum off the counter. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org. How much do you think your home is worth this year? Do you think it's going to be worth the same next year? If you're thinking about borrowing on your home equity, your odds of getting more out of your home is probably higher now than it will be next year. I certainly believe that. Some experts predict that property values might decline over the next few years, making it more challenging for borrowers to tap into that home equity. If you need $75,000 or more, HMS Capital can help you borrow the money you need with the equity you've built. So whether you want to consolidate debt, make home improvements, whatever your situation may be, HMS Capital may have the best solution to help you. No appraisal, credit report fees to apply. I've done 2 mortgages with HMS Capital, so I understand. I believe they are simply the best at what they do. Call 833-255-5698, 833-255-5698. Visit hmscapital.com.
You lost your cat up this tree?
Yeah, he's way up there. I'm scared to come down.
Hang on, I'll get him for you.
Be careful, mister.
Thanks, kid. Here you go.
Where did you come from? And where's your mask and cape?
What? Oh, no, your mom and dad called us to clean out your shower drain.
What?
They were up a tree too.
Really?
Your drain was really clogged, backing up, and we have to stop that nasty stuff from invading your bathroom.
So you're a hero?
Try to be every day. We're rooter heroes.
Wow.
We make sure you live in a safe, clean house. So long.
Thanks for rescuing George.
It's what a hero does.
If you have a clogged drain, call River Hero Plumbing and Air. Go online at riverhero.com.
Also joining us, Inner Cosmos with David Eagleman. The Stanford neuroscientist explores how brain science intersects with our lives, passions, and behaviors. This deep dive into the unexpected facets of our brain science will help you see the world differently. I'm going to explore the relationship between our brain and our experiences by tackling unusual questions. Listen to Inner Cosmos with David Eagleman on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Hey, Bean Sharps, water softeners add sodium to your water without even filtering it. Here is something better. A Light Source salt-free water system. Light Source filters water from every tap and keeps all the healthy minerals without maintenance, salt, or servicing. And right now, new customers can get a free Aquapure antibacterial filter with a qualifying purchase of savings of $825. But the offer ends soon. So call Light Source at 800-603-2696 or go to lightsourcewater.com. Ensure somebody's for hardball, but with Jacoby Myers on your side, you'll level the playing field. With over 50 years of experience, trust Jacoby Myers to protect your rights and get you the compensation you deserve. Call Jacoby Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. They are experiencing homelessness. The article online says of kids to be unhoused, because that's no good business. Kids to be unhoused. It's like you experience an asthma attack. They're not experiencing homelessness. John and Ken, I'm not enjoying the world much at the moment. Live 1 to 4 p.m. on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app, and we're live on Instagram at Mr. Kelly, MOKELLY. If you're just tuning in, actress, writer, and producer Gabrielle Bourne is joining me in studio. She's co-star of the movie Air alongside Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. Air hits theaters Wednesday, April 5th. It tells the story of Sonny Vaccaro and Nike as they pursue Michael Jordan as a rookie. And you know the whole Jordan brand and everything was spun out of it started from that story, that partnership. It revolutionized the world of sports and culture. And Gabrielle, let me bring you back into the conversation. They can see the movie Air when it comes out in April, a little over a week. But it's about the whole audition process. Is this something that the agent brought to you, or did you go to your agent and say, hey, I want to be a part of that? Or how does something like this usually come together?
Yeah, usually it's from an agent. This one came in through my agent. These days, it's a self-tape audition. So they send it to me and I put it on tape.
So they give you the size,
Any size, yeah.
and you just use the 3 or 4 versions of it?
You send in one version of it.
Oh, really? Okay.
You know, you do a few takes yourself and you pick your favorite. And, you know, you can send in two if you have two wildly different takes, but it's generally better to pick a choice than again. And so in this case, I did that. I made a self-tape. And they tapping right off that initial tape. Sometimes.
Okay, is that a function of the pandemic, the whole idea of self-taping? Did that come directly out of the pandemic?
It existed before the pandemic, but not such a way. Now that is totally what's happening.
That's the industry standard now.
That is it. Yeah. So we all have our little self-tape set up in our house somewhere with lights and tripod and camera and with a reader, hopefully a family member. Had my husband leave. I don't do that anymore.
Not a good thing.
It's not a good thing.
How does callbacks work then?
So sometimes callbacks are either Zoom or in person. If they do full callbacks, but a lot of the time now they're just sending tape straight to producers and passing it off to a single tape.
Do you think that's more difficult because you don't get to feed off the energy in the room or the person's facial expression to know if you're landing with something?
There's a lot of conversation about this right now from actors and casting directors in terms of what's better and who prefers what. I obviously love being in a room and interacting with people and getting that relationship, but I so much prefer this way of doing it for so many reasons. I think one, the job is not connecting with them in person, it's connecting with what you're doing and the story that you're trying to tell and the person you're trying to be. And that's the job. You can do that wherever you are. And for me, it saves so much time in the car, just all that. And I can do it on your schedule. It's not you have to do it this time with the kids. I can plan it perfect hours, that's school or whatever. I love this way of doing it. I also think it leaves room for more opportunity for more actors because, generally casting directors know within the first 10 seconds of watching a stage if you are right or in the realm of being right. So they can turn it off and move on to the next one, which is a sad story, but why waste time,
How much time do you usually have to turn it around? Let's say your agent calls you or you say, hey, I get part for this next game movie. Do they even give you that much information?
Sometimes you know where you're taking it for. Sometimes you don't. Most of the time you know. Sometimes you can get a script. But usually you have anywhere between a day to 2 or 3. 2 days is kind of average. Yeah, it's not terrible. It depends on how many sides you have, Sometimes it's sending 14 pages of sides. And
how much would you actually be able to remember and do on tape?
Yeah, it depends what it is. I'm pretty good with memorization and just knowing what I want to say based on what I've created and what I want to say. But I have where I have my laptop in my eyeline. I keep
a teleprompter.
I do. There's times, 100%. There are times where that is necessary. Those are my features. And my work. But actually, it works great if you are in a bind and you only have a day or whatever. You don't want to be focusing on the work. You want to be focusing on what's behind it. I just feel like it's given me such a way to be able to do more work, to spend this little time that I have on the work rather than on the work.
I am a little bit older than you, so I have a first-hand memory of this time in which the whole studio explosion out of the industry took place when Michael Jordan put Nike shoe basketball shoes on the map in a way that they had never been known before. I remember that in 1984. What type of research did you have to do? Because I doubt that you remembered that.
No, I did not remember that. A little bit before my time. I got the script. I was able to make the script. I just have a lot of information about the whole story. And then, really, the story that I need to tell is more about Nike. Michael Jordan and just kind of what Honey and Joe were doing at the time. The company, Nike was a trial. I went to and all that. Get a better picture of what's going on with the company. It's not how it's
working as Tiffany and you're the right-hand woman to Matt Damon, how much time did you have to kind of vibe together, to work on scenes together, blocking? How much time do you have to actually shoot?
So, I booked a couple weeks before I started shooting, and I I originally was supposed to go on one to, a day or two. And before my first day of shooting, I got an email the night before with the caption, or with the copy for the next day. And that is when I found out that my first day of shooting was with David. So I had a very short time to process that information and gather myself. Well, when you, there's nothing wrong with it when you find out crazy. So, check out my Twitter. It was, yeah, I went set, I was ready and then it ended up coming into sleep. They brought me back after that initial moment and just walked me into other shooting situations.
Before we go to break, or did you say, we have her here, let's do all of her scenes in a short amount of time?
No, it was just supposed to be doing it all together while they had it. And then they kind of came to realize having you there, they're shooting a lot in this world, they're going to be around this space that we developed at my desk, so they kind of just had me come in and out for the next 3 weeks. And
very quickly, where was the shot? What were you doing? It can't get much better than that. I like to just work it out for you.
I agree.
My different studio right now is Gabrielle Born. We're talking about the new movie Square, talking about the story of Senator Pearl, and also Nike as they pursue Michael Jordan and how it changed sports merchandising and the shoe industry forevermore. We'll have another segment with Gabrielle Born in just a moment. AFC 40 Live everywhere. The iHeartRadio app now. Let's go to the KFI 25 news from the
LA Metro has approved the hiring of 48 new transit security officers. The primary objective to deter bus operator assault and code of conduct violations. Metro says there were 158 assaults on its bus operators last year, a 37% increase from 2021. Metro recently added 200 unarmed Metro ambassadors to its trains and buses to watch over passengers. News brought to you by Semper Solaris. A man in Redondo Beach is sentenced to 27 years in prison for preying on young girls online and convincing them to hurt themselves. The Department of Justice says the man targeted girls with depression, suicidal thoughts, and eating disorders. He asked the girls to send videos of them cutting themselves with razor blades and starving themselves for his sexual gratification. In one case, the guy tried convincing a girl to kill her parents, set the house on fire. The DOJ says teen girls look for help online and instead magically fell into this man's hands. A new report shows there have been 382 homicides in the city of LA in the last year, 20 fewer than the year before.
LAPD Chief Moore says unfortunately that decrease was not across the entire city. Central Valley experienced a 14% increase. But South Bureau saw the largest decrease in the number of homicides with 27 fewer homicides. And Moore says more than half of all homicides in LA are gang related. And here's Chief of Detectives Chris Pitcher with the top 3 motives.
The two related incidents, gang-related incidents, and then the third is robbery.
At LAPD headquarters, Gregory King.
Three small earthquakes have rumbled through Northern California. The U.S. Geological Survey says the initial 3.5 quake hit at just after 6 this morning near Pacifica, followed by 2.6 aftershocks at 6:03 and 6:04. Residents from Santa Cruz to San Francisco say they felt a fire at an immigration detention center in northern Mexico has killed at least 40 people. Mexico's president says the event, one of the deadliest in an immigration lockup country, was caused by migrants who set mattresses on fire.
A spokesperson for the National Security Council says the tragic loss of life in Ciudad Juarez is both heartbreaking, and the U.S. has been in touch with Mexican officials and stands ready to provide any support needed.
City Chief Karen Travers says the center is in an area across the border from El Paso. She says 68 men from Central America have been housed in the facility when the fire started. The video game MLB The Show will, for the first time, insert some of the greatest black baseball players who weren't able to play in the Major League before Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier. The 2023 edition of the game will be able to venture into a storyline involving 8 of baseball's legends who played in the Negro League. Along with Robin Sanders, Satchel Paige, Buck O'Neill, Ruth Foster, and Hilton Smith, president of the Negro League Baseball Museum, says this edition just makes sense. Southland weather from KFI forecasting for rain tonight. Rain likely after midnight. Rain on the way tomorrow. Should taper off for a few hours in the afternoon. Highs in 50s to low 50s. Rain will start up again late Wednesday into Thursday, and then should end by late Thursday afternoon. Hopefully just in time for the first pitch. Cloudy on Friday, sunny for the weekend, highs in the 50s to 60s. It's 54 in San Clemente and 55 in Laguna Hills. We've got a star in Montebello on 16.
There's still stuck in the middle lane, causing some backup to about the 710. Atwater Village, 5 north end at Glendale Boulevard, a crash there, taking away the left lane. You're seeing a busy ride from the street. And if you're in downtown LA on the 110 northbound, right at the 101, there's a crash up along the right shoulder of the 101 northbound connector, so that's causing some delays from the 10. KFI in the sky helps keep you there faster. I'm Pedro Moreno. There are 10 million job openings in the U.S., but less than 6 million people actually looking for work. No wonder it's hard to find qualified hourly employees. Now, there are plenty of hiring sites, but when you use them, they cost a pile of money. You get inundated with resumes of people who just don't fit the bill. They don't have the right qualifications, or they're too far away, or they just ghost you on the interview. JobGet is different. With JobGet, your top candidates already have the skills you need. You're only talking to candidates in your area. Your candidates get immediate notifications right to their phone, letting them know you're ready to talk, and reminding them the interview with you is coming up. Office managers, assistants, cleaning and maintenance, receptionists, sales associates, retail. I mean, it goes on and on. You post with one click, hire the right people for the job. Try it for free at jobget.com/handle. Jobget.com/handle. That's JOBGet.com/handle.
Why would a plumber just tell me what it costs to unclog my drain over the phone? Is it that complicated?
No, it's not. It makes no sense at all. They obviously have a price.
Whoa, you've got a nice little one.
Like Diamond, the Velvet Plumber.
Contract optimization or something else that's still like $100 to do like fucking 12 of them. So
Don't need to. Doesn't matter if it's a kitchen sink or mainline sewer stopping. The Velvet Plumbers at Mike Diamond will charge almost any drain for $99.
Almost.
Yeah, there are a few exceptions, but you can read all about them on our website before you call. Just go to thesnowplumber.com.
Wow, you went up front and
like to be
everything.
honest,
I just put a guy named Bubba who wouldn't tell me anything.
No bother,
you know,
man.
as long as
It's
gas
professional
is
plumbers
looking
who
high,
show up
like
on time,
it should
smell
really
good,
cost more than
and unclog drains for
$2
$99.
or $3
Call
per
us.
transaction.
1-800-446.
Like yeah,
Contact your license number 39917. Your air purifier, like your life depends on it, because, well,
the
guess
team
what?
maybe can
The
say
recent
something that,
Ohio chemical
you know, get them to
disaster
look at
showed
some of
us
the contract
toxic air
optimization.
threatens our health. EnviroCleanse is the next generation in home air purification. It's specifically designed to wipe out airborne viruses, germs, and chemicals known to cause allergies, illness, and difficulty breathing. Even toxic fumes from a recent train derailment were no match for EnviroCleanse. A single EnviroCleanse unit removes 99% of the dangerous homes near the chemical disaster. If it can clean the air after a toxic spill, imagine how it can help keep your only EnviroCleanse comes with a free air quality monitor. Visit picoftheday.com and use the promo code Conway for 10% off your EnviroCleanse home purification unit. Plus, you get the free air quality monitor and fast free shipping. $150 savings. Visit picoftheday.com, promo code Conway. picoftheday.com, promo code Conway. Termite problems? Search termite.com or call 800-666.
KFI AM
You know, like the
640.
other day when I was saying this damn gas is so cheap, I was like, fuck, that's a good opportunity. Maybe I can flip a few of them and, you know, make a little bit of profit, you know, considering I'm like basically, you know, giving some shit away. So I've probably given away, you know, quite a few $100, you know, in the community already. So just getting a little bit back was nice. So I sold 2 of them today, so that was nice. I think I actually ended up with 12 or 12. So I was at like 12 8, so I like 14 portals inside of all too. So it was like, that was like perfect.
This new bill to increase transparency in the oil industry. industry, and LAUSD is investing $92 million into greener, cleaner, more accessible campuses. And if you're just tuning in via KFI or the iHeartRadio app or even Instagram, Kelly, I've been speaking with actress, writer, and producer Gabrielle Bourne, who's one of the co-stars of the upcoming highly anticipated movie Air, which hits theaters this Wednesday, April 5th. Next Wednesday, April 5th, talking about the story of Michael Jordan and Nike, that partnership, that marriage which changed the world of sports and culture. Gabrielle, do you get nervous in anticipation of one of your projects, knowing what scenes may be cut or changed, or just how it's going to look on screen?
150%. I feel it now, so that those okay. I'm good. Yeah, I feel good about it, and then they did such an amazing job putting this movie together. So I'm really proud of it.
I've looked at your Instagram. I know your husband's been very supportive of you. You're a mom. In other words, your life is very full. How do you go about balancing all these things and also pursuing your personal dreams, but also making sure that your family's taken care of as well?
It's the constant question I had. It's challenging, especially with a 3-year-old and a husband who travels a lot. He's traveling the world constantly, and it's a great day. Yeah, it's tons of fun. But I am on that journey I think lately my main thing has been slowing down and trying. There's this pressure on, especially with acting, feeling like I'm on a time clock. And what's great about acting in comparison to say my husband's job sports is that I don't have a prime. I don't have an expiration date. I can act until I'm 100, and I'm in class. I'm getting better every day. So I'm not, I'm trying to take the pressure off in terms of getting exactly where I want to go yesterday, which helps a lot.
This is a dream where you want to go. I want to put some of your business out there. What is this that I hear about you and your husband and diesel trucks?
Well, we started off as a one-truck family, and somehow ended up as a two-truck family. It is the most impactful way to doing it in LA. But I guess he had one, and I wanted one.
You hear more people about that. My next car's gonna be electric. No, my next car's gonna be diesel.
We somehow ended up this way. He had a pickup truck, and I was fine. He was all the time because I do a lot of building and renovation work, and so I was going to the hardware store and in my little small SUV and having to cut boards down to cram them in my car, and it wasn't.
We didn't talk about that before, but we're going to talk about it now. You are a DIY expert. What things have you done in your home or someone else's home of note?
Oh, well, recently, over the last 1.5, 2 years, I completely renovated our house. I tiled our wall. I did. I built around. I drywalled. I'm working on an exterior stone veneer right now.
What's your charge?
The practice tricky. Time is practice.
Sure. Yeah, I say that because I know you're working on a project right about now, which kind of speaks to that, does it not?
It does. And well, it's kind of crazy how this is all coming together. I talked about how I was dog walking or whatever else. And the thing about acting is it's the most magical thing, and it's my long haul. But it's not always the most fulfilling thing in the beginning until you're getting to that point where you're working all the time consistently. And so I am so grateful that I somehow found this other outlet for my creativity that I can do 100% myself. As a one-man show, I can do it from start to finish all on my own. And I started building furniture for people as kind of years back after dog walking as a way of a kind of a side income, and that turned into this huge passion for building and all of that. And now I'm working on a project about I'm writing a TV show about a female handy woman and finish carpenter as she navigates, dating and relationships and family and friends and kind of struggles to deal with what it is like to be a female girl. Kind of from my own and a lot of the experiences that I had as a kind of handy woman for a moment there, and just kind of the surprise I get when I talk to them too.
Gary, I'm so sorry that I'm running out of time with you, so I do want people to be able to follow you on your journey, your woman journey, as well as your acting journey, as they see you in Air next week, which is going to be in theaters April 5th, telling the story of Michael Jordan, Sonny Vaccaro. You are assistant to Matt Damon's character, playing Tiffany, and his Sonny. So how can people find you on social media and beyond?
Mostly I'm on Instagram at Rabbi_born, ABY_born, like Jason.
I noticed that there was that kind of that David cross there, that connection there.
Yeah, we had that conversation.
You don't have to ask that question. You have been in Terry. I'm so pleased that you come in. I wish you nothing but success. And as you further move on in your career, make sure that you come back and see us again. We appreciate that. It's later with Mo Kelly. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. We're going to talk music when we come back. Martha Reed. Well, she's launched a fundraiser for the Hollywood Walk of Fame star, and it's getting pretty interesting. We'll tell you why in just a moment. Now, let's go to the 24-hour newsroom in Amy Kane.
Another storm is headed into Southern California and half to an inch of rain is expected across the coast and valley. Snow on the way to the mountains before the storm moves out Thursday. El Monte city officials have introduced a guaranteed income program, mostly for single moms. Officials say qualifying residents will get $500 a month for a year. More information about who qualifies and how to apply is on El Monte city website. A Russian Soyuz capsule that was damaged in orbit and started leaking coolant has returned to the Earth without a crew. Space officials decided it was too risky to have a NASA astronaut and 2 cosmonauts on board, so it went crewless. The 3 will now spend a year in orbit instead of the original 6 months that was planned. Likely after midnight, rain off and on tomorrow and Thursday with highs in the 50s to low 60s. Got a crash cleared in Atwater Village on 5.
Glendale Boulevard is moving out of the left lane. It looks like traffic is looking smoothly there now. If you're in Gadsden, Atlanta, the 110 northbound at the 101, car fires along the right shoulder of the connector to the 101 northbound. That's causing some stop-and-go traffic from the 10. And not moving so smoothly as the 91 right now. If you're heading eastbound in Anaheim, approaching the 55, that's pretty busy until you come across Green River Road. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice: continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org. The Matter is a brand new fiction podcast that narrates supernatural horror stories. Immersive psychological thriller series one covers a chilling story and secrets exposed the caves themselves. Without monsters, there are no victims, no prosecution, no defenses, no justice. Listen to the Manawak Caves, that's MANTAWAUK Caves, on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcast. You have an old or unused car taking up space? Turn it into a valuable tax deduction with a simple donation to Cars for Kids. With over 100 towers ready to pick up your car in any condition, Cars for Kids makes donating your vehicle free. No wonder they have a 4.9 rating on Trustpilot. Let Cars for Kids do the work for you. Just fill out a quick form at carsforkids.org and someone will reach out to arrange for your pickup sometimes as soon as the next day. Think about the hassle of selling and hello to quick, convenient pickup with a maximum tax deduction. Donate your car today by calling 877 Cars for Kids or carsforkids.org. How much do you think your home is worth this year? you think it's going to be worth the same next year? If you're thinking about borrowing on your home equity, your odds of getting more out of your home is probably higher now than it will be next year. I certainly believe that. Some experts predict that property values might decline over the next few years, making it more challenging for borrowers to tap into that home equity. If you need $75,000 or more, HMS Capital can help you borrow the money you need with the equity you built. So whether you want to consolidate debt, make home improvements, or whatever your situation may be, HMS Capital may have the best solution to help you. No appraisal, credit report fees to apply. I've done 2 mortgages with HMS Capital. Clearly, I'm a fan. I believe they are simply the best at what they do. Call 833-255-5698. 833-255-5698. Visit hmscapital.com. No one has the same faith as you. From the music you love to the podcast, you can't live without. And only the iHeartRadio app has it all for free. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Portions of the following program will be recorded. People are nuts. Why waste your time? I guess lawyers enjoy it. So what? If you're saying it's totally futile, 63 judges said no. What if you stop at 62? You got to draw a line somewhere. Time ran out. Bill Handel, Read the Room. Live 6 to 9 a.m. on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app.
Space, late night, space, every day. Watch the Queen versus
We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. That's Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. You know that song, Dancing in the Street. It's a tremendous hit. It's a legendary song. And back in 2021, Martha Reeves was nominated to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You may remember that. I mean, it would be appropriate. It would commemorate her 6-decade career as a Motown star, and of course, former lead singer Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. But that was 2021, and to date, she still does not have her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And if you are in this business, when I say this business, I mean entertainment. It could be radio, it could be TV, it could be music, it could be movies. If you're in this business, it still means a lot to have your name enshrined on maybe Hollywood Boulevard, or somewhere around Hollywood Boulevard. It's still a big deal. But not everyone understands or knows how the process takes place. Did you know that it comes with a price tag? And I thought, or it probably was at one time, it was around $35,000. But now it's up to $55,000. That is to cover installation and other related costs. There's a lot of planning involved as far as where it's going to be. If it's going to be next to so-and-so or on a certain street, all of that is negotiated. But there's also the question of who's going to pay the $55,000 now. If you were a musician or an artist, usually your record label would pay for it. That's just part of, this is how it's done. But there's some artists who have to pay for it, or personalities who have to pay for it themselves. They might have to start a GoFundMe, or they may have someone who would, just as like an angel investor, someone who's just going to donate the money. But it has to come from somewhere. None of them are free. Martha Reeves is 81 years old, and she was assured by her former manager that the funding was handled following her nomination back in 2021, and she believed that she would have her star by 2022. And she even said as much in the Detroit Free Press, saying, quote, "I'm going along on this ride on cloud 9. My wildest dreams are coming true," close quote. That goes back to what I was saying, that it's still a very, very big deal. If you talk about someone like Martha Reeves, who's 81 years old now, lived through and was part of the best years of Motown. First question I have is like, what? She doesn't have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? That's the first one.
That's what's so surprising when you hear names. Some of them, like, I think Courtney Cox just got a star.
Right.
She's been, super famous and acting for a very long time, and then you hear some much older actors also get stars later on.
And it's not like a timetable. It's not like, like for example, if you're going to go into the Hall of Fame for certain sports, it's like 5 years after you retire. It's not like there's a certain time. It's not like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's like 25 years after your first song or something like that. There is no time schedule. But you would think Martha Vandella had already checked all, Martha Reeves had also checked all the boxes along the way. Every single box. She, from a musical standpoint, from a legacy standpoint, from a hit standpoint, you would think someone somewhere at Motown, somewhere, would have said, okay, let's set aside this $55,000 and get it done. And they haven't. So she has now until June, as in 3 months, to get the money before her 2-year nomination window expires. I didn't know that. I did not know that a nomination would actually expire. If you're on the clock from when you're nominated, you got 2 years to get the money.
But if you're nominated, does that mean?
From what I understand, yes, you've already been approved. You just have to come up with the funds. It's like buying a house. Okay, you've been approved. Now go get the financing. It's unfortunate that she has to start a GoFundMe or has started a GoFundMe to raise money for this. You would think that she, and I don't know her personally. I've never met her. I don't know about her relationships or friendships remaining in the industry. But it would seem to me she's probably connected enough where someone should have stepped in and said, hey, let me just do this for you. I mean, I'm just throwing out names like a Smokey Robinson or someone. I don't know if they know each other or even like each other. I'm just saying that's from the same era, from the same record company, from the same time in musical history. And no one has stepped forward, and that's really unfortunate. Her new manager, Chris Rowe, launched this public fundraising campaign this past Sunday, 2 days ago, in hopes of securing the fee in time and making sure that it fits the 2024 Walk of Fame calendar. So this is a story which is just really starting out. Quote, they didn't realize how hard it would be and wasted a year of fundraising time. Now they're down to the wire. This honor bestowed upon Martha has meant a lot. That star is there for generations to come, and Motown will always be stitched into the fabric of our society. So it's a great accomplishment. Martha is very deserving, and I'm happy to take her across the finish line. And that was her new manager, Chris Rowe. I don't know whose fault it is. I just know that it shouldn't have gotten to this point. We shouldn't have to have Martha Reeves start a public fundraising campaign. I shouldn't have to talk about it on KFI. We shouldn't have to wonder whether she's going to be able to raise $55,000 in time or an accolade which is already richly deserved. But it does highlight something about this business. When the business is done with you, it is done with you. It does not care about you. It does not matter what happens to you. And I'm not saying that Martha Reeves is in a bad financial place. I'm not saying that she's unable to pay for this out of her pocket. I'm saying not only she should not have to be expected to pay out of her pocket.
Wow.
I just know this business is very unforgiving, and many of these artists are forced to perform. Say forced, they don't necessarily have a choice because of lack of ownership of their publishing and royalties. They do not have the type of monetary income to sustain them for the fullness of their life. So it's not surprising to me that an artist of Martha Reeves' stature.
I have found, hey, what's going on? Any requests, particularly for karaoke? I have found that we get more women when we do karaoke. I don't know why. I think it's the music.
Part of the reason why I'm talking about this. If enough people know about this, then we can help get it done. And Stephen, I want you to play that again, the bumper, because everybody knows this song. I don't believe that you're a fan of music that you don't know the song Dancing in the Street.
Just one moment. I'll pull up some. I've got Spotify going. As you know, when you do this, it's crazy. If you've got different devices going, it's wild. So with that, one moment. Any requests out there? Ooh, big one. Okay, just one moment. My phone's having some issues here. So if somebody else has it, please do it, and I'll be back on in a second.
You know Martha Reeves, who can reach out to her. I'll reach out to her. I would love to have her come on this show so we can help push her over the top, because if anybody deserves a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, it would be Martha Reeves. She's done plenty for music and music history. It's nonsensical to me that she was first nominated and she does not already have that star. That is unacceptable. So if you know her or if you know that she's listening right now, make sure that she can reach out to me or Chris Rowe, her representative manager, reach out to me so we can bring her on and we can make this happen. It's later with Mo Kelly. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Just say, hey, you insert smart speaker name here. Play KFI AM 640. That's all you gotta do. We're living in a space age. KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Learning more about the shooter on King Live in the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Officials say the person who shot and killed 6 people at a private Christian school in Nashville was under a doctor's care for an undisclosed emotional disorder. Police Chief John Drake says the shooter's parents believed their child only had one gun and had sold it.
Felt that she should not own weapons. They were under the impression that
All right,
when she
I got
sold
it.
the one weapon, that
And
she
this
did
is
not
for
own anymore.
J Squad. This is Michael Bublé. Haven't met you yet.
In the years before the mass shooting, the shooter had several weapons in his home, so he killed the shooter, who they say was a former student during the attack. Nashville police have released body evidence. The officers were met outside and told
I'm
the
not
school had
surprised,
been
not everything lasts. I've broken my heart so many times I stopped keeping track. Tuck myself in, I tuck myself out. I get worked up, then I let myself down. I tried so very hard not to lose it. I came up with a million excuses. I thought of every possibility. And I know someday that it'll all turn out. Make me work so we can work it out. And I promise you, kid, that I give so much more than I get. I just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. With enough timing and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know we can be so amazing. Maybe your love is gonna change me. And now I know and see every possibility. Somehow I know that it'll all turn out. You make me work so we can work it out. And I promise you, kid, I do so much more than I get. I just haven't met you yet. You say all's fair in love and war, but I'm gonna need to fight it.
It is very important to be feeling really safe and
I know we can be so amazing, and being in your life is gonna change me. And now I can see every single possibility. Someday I know it'll all turn out. Work it out. Promise you can. You more than I get. And I get, and I get, and I get. Oh, you know it'll all turn out. And you make me work so we can work it out. And I promise you can. I'll give you much more than I get. Yeah, I just haven't met you yet. Just haven't met you yet. Oh, I promise you, kid, to give so much more than I get. I just haven't met you yet. That was Michael Bublé. Haven't met you yet. Going out to my Angry Ape Society fan. Thank you so much.
It's partially blocking the right lane, so it's causing some problems that backed up to Hollywood Boulevard. Downtown LA on the 110 northbound at the 101. A car fire is still along the right shoulder of the connection, and you're seeing some flowing here on the 10 heading eastbound in Mid-City, just after Los Cienega. It'll start to clear up once we get to about Crenshaw. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Pedro Moreno.
Attention Southern California, Semper Solaris is ready to install your solar now and complete your paperwork in time for NEM2. They have teams working around the clock 7 days a week and have processed over 35,000 applications and counting. No one works harder than Semper does with esprit de corps and honor. Go solar American style. Declare your independence with Semper Solaris, your local and veteran-owned solar contractor who gets the job done right. Imagine no money out of pocket, no payments until 2024. Call 877-211-5591 or read about blackouts, Tesla, and Enphase batteries are in stock. Plus, Semper offers new furnace and AC systems with a lifetime warranty and new roofs with a 50-year warranty. Don't wait. Get your solar system installed by Semper Solaris before net metering changes and rates go up even more. For all offers, call 877-211-5591 or visit sempersolaris.com.
Shout out to Manny.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? These are real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, is your largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get the timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 885-3300. That's 885-3300.
When you order food for work on indicator.com, refresh your back. Real humans are sure to help with your order every step of the way.
Let's go, baby.
Right. Even behind the scenes without you knowing. Confirming and double confirming with the restaurant that everything is on track. If there's a problem, thanks for calling Indicator. Call us anytime, day or night, and we'll answer in seconds. We're right here with 100,000 restaurants, working hard to ensure the food arrives on time and delivered. Order 24/7 at indicator.com.
For stimulating talk.
And iHeart Radio Station.
It's great. We're both going to we're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. In the past couple of days, we've been talking about baseball as the baseball season leader, but there's also a business side to it. You might remember a few months ago, I was talking about how there was concern in Major League Baseball that some teams may lose the rights to the broadcast because the local cable providers were not able to make their payments, and so they would lose the rights to those games, and they were looking for other outlets to show those games. And I was saying how, remember how the Dodgers, they had their rights purchased by Spectrum and DirecTV, I think it was Spectrum, and the deal was so very expensive. Now, Spectrum could afford it, but it made it very difficult for other people to watch the games, and they still had to sell advertising to those games. It's been something that has been very difficult for many teams to be able to make money off those individual baseball market deals. And some teams are struggling, and some outlets are really struggling. One of those is the San Diego Padres. Major League Baseball has been in talks with multiple cable networks and YouTube to find ways to air Major League Baseball games in the market, both on a traditional cable TV provider and streaming online. It seems that baseball is hoping that instead of offering free streaming through MLB.TV app, they will be able to get some money from Google's YouTube by selling streaming rights to YouTube. This is something which was thought to be unheard of just a few years ago. it is rare, and this is where something you're actually pretty lucky to be able to listen to Dodger games on the iHeartRadio app. It is rare that you will actually know of any type of professional sports league or team which will make their teams games available online in any type of capacity. So we're lucky in this LA market. But San Diego, not so much. And this is coming because Valley Sports' parent company, Diamond Sports, they failed to make a required rights payment to the San Diego Padres. And that would result in the rights to Padres game, TV rights, reverting back to the MLB as soon as next week and in the start of the season. So baseball is scrambling to find some place which will air the Padre games, and they don't want to do it for free. They hopefully can sell it. And you know, YouTube is in the business of sports now. They have the NFL rights to be negotiating that like $250 million deal in the next few years. So YouTube could be a landing spot. But if I'm YouTube, it's like, no, I'm not going to pay you that much because I know you're desperate. And I know you need to have some place to offload these games. So we're going to get them on a discount. So that's upon YouTube. Yeah, don't they have a stronger hand because not every market does have radio that can broadcast games. Well, this is all about the visual local cable network, or is it going to be viewable somewhere else? So just when I say broadcast rights, it doesn't mean broadcast anymore. The streaming is not broadcasting rights, definitional sense, but that's what I mean. So it's not exclusive, though. So it's not like YouTube gets it and then no one else can. Well, they can negotiate that because they have all the leverage from where I sit, because they need, well, put it this way. If MLB wants to sell it and YouTube is going to buy it, the only reason I would buy it at YouTube is it would be exclusive in MLB. What incentive would I have to buy something that I would not even have the exclusive rights to? They're going to sell to YouTube and let's say Prime Video or Twitter. You know, because they had Twitter with the NFL games, so there's some infrastructure for that. I would not want to buy it unless I had the rights to it. And YouTube has to ask the question, depending on how much it's being sold for, whether the monetary proposition makes sense. Because YouTube has struggled with its live television offerings. YouTube Red did not work. Yes, they want content, but live content hasn't done real well. They're taking a tremendous risk with the NFL, except that the NFL never fails. It's just a team in that regard. But baseball as a television property, and I was talking about this with Amy King, as much as I love baseball, it is not better on TV. Really? Oh, it's much hockey the same way. You cannot appreciate hockey or baseball to the fullest degree on TV. It's something you have to experience in person. You have to see it. There's too many things going on which are better appreciated live. See, like, for example, the camera can't show you all the strategy which is happening in real time, in real motion, on a field, or even in a hockey rink. And hockey with the puck is not conducive to just, maybe more so on 4K TVs now, but definitely in previous years, it just didn't lend itself to a good television experience, or even a computer experience for that matter. Those are sports which are just better enjoyed and appreciated live. And also, talking about baseball, it is a much slower moving sport. It doesn't lend itself to TV. And I love baseball, but I know it for what it is. And to that point, baseball has implemented a pitch clock to shorten the games, to speed up the games, and also, by extension, make it more action-oriented. So those are the things that the outlet has to consider. So when you want to watch a baseball game, I always say it's great on TV if you're a fan, but it's even better in person. And we have it really good in LA because we have so many great options. If you want to watch the Dodgers, you can obviously watch them on TV. But like not really. It's hard to get the Dodgers on TV.
This person is Michelle
There's still not
Branch.
to that section yet. I thought they were opening up to direct TV. That hasn't happened yet. Okay, because
Maybe something's changed.
yes, I thought they were opening up. But here's the best part. Even if you can't watch Dodger baseball, I have the solution for you. And, you can always listen to every single Dodger game in HD on the free iHeartRadio app live from the Galveston Motors broadcast booth. We know the Dodgers, they're due for another championship. Of course, they won in 2020. All states can be heard in addition on AM 570 LA Sports. So you got AM 570 LA Sports. You have the iHeart Radio app. That's free. You have the Dodgers announcers this Monday and Charlie Steiner. You have the Dodger Insider and host the Dodger Talk Radio that day. We see them all the time in the studio in the offices here. It's a great experience. We don't have the same problems that they're having in San Diego. No disrespect. I'm a Dodgers fan, so I don't care about the Padres. And to be honest, we don't like the Padres at all. So whatever happens to them, happens to them. But definitely tune in to the Dodgers. You can listen to the game in HD on the free iHeart Radio app live from the Galveston Motors.
I gotta say, that was a fire song choice. Vanessa Carlton by Neil G. That's classic.
You can watch Dodgers games on Fox, FS1 and ESPN with the entertainment plan for $74.99 per month after a 5-day free trial.
Okay, so they opened it up to search it.
Yeah, for an extra.
Yeah, you gotta pay for it. So yeah,
money.
yeah, but it's, at least you can watch it somewhere outside of just Spectrum. Because I remember I had to go to a bar or friend's house to watch Dodgers. And I got back at that point just listening to them on the radio exclusively because I couldn't see it.
No end in sight. I need to dig around a little bit more.
Okay. We'll look at it.
Or you can get, Mr. Mokilly. Sure. I've seen that it's done, and then I see that there's an impasse, and I think I need to dig around a little bit more. But
We'll just hit me at Mr. Mokilly on Twitter and LY if you can watch the Dodgers somewhere other than Spectrum. But of course, always listen to the Dodgers AM 570 LA Sports or on the free iHeartRadio app. It's later with Mokilly. KFI AM 640. They're out everywhere, you know, on that same iHeartRadio app. Now let's go to AMC. Get the name.
Oh, let's do that. Recommendation to sign a bill into law that would penalize oil companies for alleged price gouging. The state Senate and Assembly passed the bill in the last week or so. Any fines charged to oil companies would apparently go into a fund that could include rebates to taxpayers. U.S. highway traffic safety regulators have opened an investigation into complaints that Tesla seatbelts may not hold people in a crash. The investigation covers an estimated 50,000 Model X SUVs from the 2022 and 23 model years. Visitors have been flocking to see Michelangelo's David sculpture in Florence, Italy, after a school principal in Florida resigned because the sculpture was shown to a sixth-grade art class, and there was a big uproar about it. One parent said David, one of the famous sculptures of all time, was pornographic. Rain likely after midnight, rain off and on tomorrow and Thursday with highs in the 50s to low 60s. Set a crash in Linwood, Daytona 105.
Okay, last thing, just before Longbeach Boulevard is taking away the right lane, so it's causing some traffic with delays as you're heading away from the 710. 101 heading southbound at Silver Lake Boulevard. If you're a slow drive up until you get to about the 110. And if you're on the 10 heading eastbound in West Virginia, that's going to be at a loose avenue. Watch out for the black Mustang. Has some items scattered in all across the lane. So that's going to be actually more in the right lane, so it's causing some slowing as you approach. Remember to cut the vehicle loads with cars to keep trash from flying out. KFI the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Pedro Moreno.
This report is sponsored by Echo Park.
Welcome back to ViralRabbi Red Light Cars. Today we've got Rosie from Echo Park Long Beach. Definitely will be letting my family know Echo Park is a good care of me. Visit Echo Park Long Beach and test drive your next ride today. Every car. On the podcast, Inner Cosmos, the state of Eagle, the Stanford Neuro, how brain science intersects with our lives, passions.
Peter, were you thinking White Chicks with Terry Crews?
The unexpected facets of our brain science will help you see the world differently. I'm going to explore the relationship between our
You got that right. I got 50 of them within typing distance.
Yeah, fucking white chicks parties in a fucking car. Holy shit, fucking dancing. That's just fucking hilarious. Thank you, Rabbi.
Word. That's why I'm here, baby. I don't like any questions to go unanswered.
Car prices at an all-time high. Our donors are now getting the highest receipts ever.
Donate at carsforkids.org, and your car can be picked up tomorrow.
I love you too, P-Dub. Shout out to you. Shout out to Alabama. Shout out to all the good people there. And just shout out to the room. I mean, I don't know what to do with me either. Try living your life online. It does some wild stuff to you, baby.
Like I'm popular, like you're able to do shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this motherfucker living in?
It's the spaceship. I call it the spaceship. I got 33 different devices going at once. I got enough.
Like it looks like yeah, it looks like some spaceship, like Matrix shit, where it's like everything just like flying together. It's like in the fucking Matrix. It's fucking interesting, man. I applaud you.
Thank you so much, P-Dub. Yeah, I mean, 2 years of being on the internet will do that to you.
And a hassle-free experience. Don't just take our word for it. See for yourself what over 50 years of experience can do for you. Call Jacoby and Myers. Justice for you since 1972. I'm Martin Hope, the inventor of Navage nasal care. I love Navage. I told you about how your nose is the body's care filter. The Navage empowered sucker will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs. And Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like John, quote, after walking around my life in the last 2 years, I was excited to try Navage. I read directions carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much music, so much stuff, but O3, merciful air, I could finally breathe in through my nose. Never have I ever. This is the life thing, unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage. The all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage. Of course, your favorite station is on the free iHeartRadio app. Take it to Google and listen to it. Like the thousands of other stations and playlists, all free. Download our free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, podcasts. It is always a good reminder to check smoke detectors. You should also check the dryer vent. You should also check the dryer vent. Once you check it out, a good dryer vent. But there's always good yourself. You should also check the dryer vent. There's a music movie check it. Live 4 to 7 p.m. on JFI. And on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio Have you ever like gotten on your Facebook page and you'll see this friend request from someone who you're already friends with, and you realize, oh, it's like a secondary profile of someone you know, and you only have like one picture, and you realize that's not so-and-so.
This motherfucker.
Or it's their actual account, and they send you a message, and act like they don't know you. They say, hi, how was your day today? Something very generic. You realize your friend has been hacked. Well, that's not an uncommon occurrence. That's just a part of being on social media. But what is becoming more and more common are the ways in which thieves and criminals are hacking your account. And now they're
instead of one of these fucking things, why wouldn't they just give you all of them? They can add a bunch of fucking dumb shit.
And what usually happens in all of these things is, and I always say, look out for this. Someone will send you a link, and it'll say something like, "Is that you in the picture?" Or, "I can't believe they did this." Something to get you to click on the link. And if you click on the link, it will take you to a fake Facebook login page, like it's asking you to log in again. And sometimes people can get caught by that because they're in Facebook, and that's not inconceivable. So what happens is they click on the link, it takes you to a Facebook login page, they put in their credentials, and all of a sudden their account has been hacked because they give it up their credentials.
This is being used in a similar way with fake chat GPT sites, where if you go to a site, a lot of times they'll give you the option to log in via your Facebook credentials or your Google credentials. And if it's auto saved on your computer, you can just hit that, and then it'll put in your information and away you go. And we just figured out how to spoof those pages and those credential login procedures. And if you go to a fake chat GPT site, you have to log in, and you try to log in via your Facebook credentials, your Facebook page is then gone. And let me tell you, it's very difficult to get your Facebook page back. I have a lot of friends after they get hacked, they just say, epic, start a new page, you just start over, and just leave it at that. I try not to hold on to anything on social media that tightly because I know it could happen at any time. There's a story about Jen Rock, who's a DJ, and she had her Facebook hacked and found it really difficult to promote her online DJ shows. Quote, I had an email that said you change your password on Facebook.
Saving Private Ryan.
No, I didn't. You know, if you ever try to change your Facebook password, usually they'll send you an email saying, hey, you changed your password. Did you mean to do this? As an alert to let you know that someone is trying to access your Facebook profile. So that's what Kid is talking about. I had an email that said you changed your password on Facebook. And I was like, no, I didn't. And it said Lily Collins next to it. And I said, oh no, this is not good. Now, all those years of sure exactly how it happened, she believed it could have happened while she was trying to log into what turned out to be a fake chat GPT website. The now chat GPT, or GPT, look, chat, the AI, they are busy using this and using its intelligence against us. No. It's a fake one. They're using your own desire to use one of those chat GPT sites. They're using your interest against you. Like,
I love that Leonard Skinner is not the name of anyone in the band. It is the name of their gym teacher. I just think that's hilarious that they would dedicate their band to their gym teacher.
So they're not using the chat to come up with questions to you think you're actually going to a chat GPT site and you're not. And all those sites require you to log in. And so when you log in, you're giving up the
Google it.
That's it. I don't log in. Well, see, usually I don't log in. I usually just create a login with a separate distinct for that site. Yeah, so I don't have to worry about that. I do worry about that. And at the same time, eventually they're going to get it. They just haven't done it yet. Like 15 different false pages, except for maybe because no one really knows how to find it. So, like, look, half the people who make records online, unless if your name's so bad and how they spell it, it's like, you're not even real. I mean, it's easy to find me at Mr.
You ain't singing no more shit, son.
You, sir.
Why not? Nah, I'm the co-host, bro. You ain't singing shit. I'm gonna drop your ass down.
Yeah, not that you have SoCal Saturday to hide behind me.
Yeah, that's true.
I gotta get it paid.
Not for you.
This is actually does she know that? Because she's like, but that wasn't the case.
I thought that you were going to do that.
Shows up as a fucking spaceman. Like, what the fuck? Hey, I would like to get all the people right here. If you guys enjoy the song that I'm on the perform right now, not fucking night follow. Hello. Everybody.
I will say that if you have a social media
motherfucker
point, and we all do most likely. These sites, it's not just these AI sites, these sites in general, the login process will allow you to log in via your Google credentials or your Facebook login, and that's always dangerous if you're not sure that the site is real. Especially somewhere if you've gone for the very first time. Like I have two profiles that I use on Google. I don't know if I'm talking about this, where I only use like my state profile for many websites. If you hack it, you're not going to find anything. It's just easy for me to use to get in. I'm not even worried about that. Wow. I'm not savvy. I'm just saying, there are a lot of savvy people out there who are much smarter than I am as far as getting people's information and everything. I just try to firewall it and partition it in a way where if I lose access to an account, I don't need
you know, like, he was like,
I've gone to use my thumbprint now, also, because I can't remember all the stuff. I never like say, this is going to be the login for this site, and this is the login for this site, and I can't remember anymore. So now I'm like, oh, something else. I'm the same way, but there's some websites I have to use on a desktop or a laptop computer. Yeah, because most of the websites I can, they're like, you use a thumbprint on your phone, yeah, that works fine. And I like that, and it works very well on my Pixel 6 phone. But I can't do everything. But now, see, the thing that I figured out is with most every site, I have made it so that if I do,
I love your brother Neil. He does great Vanessa Carlton cosplay. I can't tell the difference.
that motherfucker said cosplay.
I double that with something, so if I get locked out there on my work computer, send me passcode. Right.
But on the realest view,
And that's why, preventative measures that you can do, and they're also things on the back of the protection. But the easiest way is, you got logging by your Facebook credentials, if it's not the right place.
What do you call it? Impressions?
And it'll go through your contacts, get you your information. And I don't have any real personal information on my Facebook account. You know, all those things, you take all the shit down. I think I need to go through and delete all of these double profiles. I got a lot of people who are like, hey, got locked out of my account, here's my new thing. And I'm like, okay, but I just checked your one and your one is still up. Yeah, look, and I always call them out. I'll say, look, you are not so-and-so. He's like, oh yeah, GTFOH, WTBS. Don't even try it. I let them know, and usually they'll block me because they don't want me to let. Yeah, I'll let them like, that's not so-and-so, that's not Barbara.
I just stop approving people, you know? Enough.
No, honestly, I'm the same way, and I know people say, hey, you haven't approved my friend request on Facebook. I haven't approved anyone. I don't. And my page is public, so I really don't need to have any more friends. And half the people I don't even know. All these people out there, like, when you try to check it, I got requests 4 years ago that I haven't looked at. And Facebook has like a 5,000 friend limit. I'm not going to get this. I don't know that many people. I don't want to know that many people. If I do, I want to get this guy is using, this phone.
I go back. I got like all random weekend projects.
We're going to go to Orange County and talk social media and what you should not do with a bucket. This is not the ALS bucket challenge. This is something like what Heart Radio have now. The
Queen Mary has reopened bookings for overnight reservations.
The ship was shut down for bookstores and stays soon after the pandemic started in March 2020. Your daughter's resident Kate Berry says she hopes the Queen Mary will also bring back the Star Harbor experience, where you can stay in rooms that stay on market.
That's the best part. That's the whole fun of getting to stay, is hoping that you get to bump into some of those ghosts if they stay on the ship.
The Queen Mary is scheduled to reopen on May 12th, just before Mother's Day, which has always been a popular holiday with Sunday brunch aboard the ship. You can book reservations at queenmary.com.
A woman in Orange County has taken to the internet to try to find a group of kids she says attacked her inside a Target in custody. The woman says she was in the baby aisle Sunday, laying down, and kids put a bucket over her head, caused her to faint and fall to the ground. Another shopper called 911. Police say that the middle school age kids might have been copying a TikTok social media challenge. They took off and ran out of the store. Bunch more about that. Founder of the cryptocurrency platform Sam Bankman-Fried has been charged with collecting $40 million in bribes to at least one official in China.
In 2021, Chinese authorities have chosen two of Sam Bankman-Fried's trading accounts on China's largest crypto exchange. For months, federal prosecutors said Bankman-Fried tried everything to get them unfrozen before finally agreeing to pay a multi-million-dollar bribe.
During searches, Bankman-Fried allegedly spent money in cryptocurrency, at which point his trading accounts were unfrozen. Federal prosecutors charged him with violating anti-bribery provisions, bringing the total number of charges he faces to 13. A sperm donor in the Netherlands who fathered 550 children has been sued for increasing the risk of accidental incest. It fathered 102 kids in 2017 and was blacklisted in the country. The Netherlands Donor King Foundation is asking the judge to ban the serial baby daddy from donating more sperm and has accused him of lying about the number of kids he biologically fathered. Judge sperm clinic guidelines say donors can donate a maximum of 25 children or to 12 women to prevent inbreeding, incest, or psychological problems for donor children. It also wants all remaining unused sperm. A Russian space capsule has safely returned to Earth without a crew, months after it suffered a coolant leak in orbit. The capsule leaked coolant in December while attached to the International Space Station. Space officials in Russia blamed the leak on a tiny meteoroid that punctured the craft's exterior radiator. They launched an empty replacement capsule last month to help the crew return to Earth, but they're going to be up there for a while. Southland weather can get by. Slight chance of rain tonight, then rain likely after midnight tomorrow. There's a little rain tomorrow will taper off in the afternoon for a few hours, highs in the 50s to low 60s. Then rain again Wednesday evening into Thursday. The rain is expected to end at 8 Thursday afternoon. Cloudy skies, sun for the weekend, highs in the 50s to 60s. It's 55 in Garden Grove, it's 55 in Tustin. Back in Toledo from the 91.
Westbound in Northwood, just before Long Beach Boulevard. Pastor CSP blocking the two right lanes now. There's going to be a heavy rise on the 710. And if you're on the 50 minutes eastbound, you'll start seeing delays as you come across the 71. It'll be a slow crawl to Ramona. Stay up on the sky, help get you there faster. I'll see you on the radio. You lost your cat up the tree? Hang on, I'll get him for you. Your team is really soft. That's enough. And we have to stop that nasty stuff from invading your destiny. Try to be every day. We're rooter heroes.
Wow.
We make sure you live in a safe, clean house. Go on. We're heroes are.
If you have a podcast, call Hero Hero. Come in there. Go online. RiverHeroes.com.
Graduating with 10 or more employees, you could be eligible for a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. Do the math on that one. That's real money. So let's just get refunds.com. We'll ask a few questions. Just under 10 minutes. Let's see if your business qualifies for this tax refund. There's no charge up front. They don't get paid until your business gets paid. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those of the PPP, a nonprofit, even if you have increases in sales during COVID. They are experts in the student loan payroll tax refund program, and they've already returned over $3 billion to businesses in a six-figure refund. So to find out if your business qualifies, go to getrefunds.com, click on the Qualify Me button. It takes a few minutes. Go to getrefunds.com, getrefunds.com. You can use your air purifier like your life depends on it because it's just life. The recent Ohio chemical disaster showed us toxic air threatens our health. EnviroCleanse is the next generation in home air purification. It's specifically designed to wipe out airborne viruses, germs, and chemicals known to cause allergies, illness, and difficulty breathing. Even toxic fumes from the recent train derailment were no match for EnviroCleanse. A single EnviroCleanse unit removes 99% of the dangerous compounds that were found in the homes near the chemical disaster. If it can clean air after a toxic spill, imagine how it can help keep your family healthy. Only EnviroCleanse comes with a free air quality monitor. Visit picoftheday.com and use the promo code Conway for 10% off your EnviroCleanse home purification unit. Plus, you get the free air quality monitor and fast free shipping. That's $150 savings. Visit
TakeYour.com, follow code Conway. TakeYour.com, follow code Conway. Where language is learned. RosettaStone.com.
Live everywhere.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Because I want to like capture it, because this space was recorded that was so fucking awesome. Oh my god.
It's the right time. KFI AM 640, we're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. I'm not big on social media challenges. Most of the time, they're just dumb. Most of the time, they're just dangerous. Some of the time, they're both dumb and dangerous. Dangerous to maybe the people who are participating in it, and dangerous to the people who may be unwitting participants in it. A woman was hospitalized on Sunday after one of these TikTok stunts went wrong at an Orange County Target. And there's this new social media challenge which has people putting buckets on the heads of, get this, are doing it, you're challenging a friend. No, you're specifically going up to strangers and putting buckets on the heads of strangers and filming their reaction. And as you might imagine, it went really wrong on this one occasion. And a woman in Tustin fainted after a group of men tried it on her. Lana Clay Monahan, a new mom of twin boys, said she was shopping for baby supplies when she was caught completely off guard by 4 teenage boys who tossed a bucket over her head and then started recording. They eventually ran out of the store. Now, what you don't know that Clay Monahan is a 30-year cancer survivor and said that she developed epilepsy later in life and that the assault deprived her of air. In other words, she could have died on the scene. These young men, boys, however you want to characterize them, chose their target wisely. In other words, they knew there wasn't going to be a physical response. They weren't going to be any physical danger of a response or reaction. It wasn't like they went up to a 30-year-old man and tried to do it. And that's why I always say you don't mess with people. And that's why I'm usually on high alert when I go out. Because, and I've said this many times before, you don't know what the next shooting is going to be. You don't know what the next anything is going to be. So I'm always on high alert. Not stressed, but still very aware of my surroundings. And let me just let you know this, and I don't say this with a hint of comedy in it. Please don't try to come up to me with a bucket and try to put it on my head. For your safety and mine, please don't do that. Please don't. If you are walking on the same side of the street as me with a bucket, make sure you give yourself a wide berth. Because if you come near me on sight, and see, and I wish people would understand, you don't mess with people, especially in today's world. When I was growing up, yes, we would toilet paper people's houses. We would play with people in other cars. We would shine a quartz beam light in people's cars late at night when we're driving by. We just live in a different world now. And if you think that you can't happen upon the wrong person with these stunts, these games, these challenges that we did not agree to be a part of, then whatever happens, happens. I mean, you are.
Look at that, and I'll hand my lunch out.
You just don't know. You do that to the wrong person on the wrong day, you don't know how that person's going to respond. Because here's the thing which people don't know. You may have in your mind innocent intentions. In other words, you're just trying to have fun. You're not trying to hurt someone. But me, the recipient, or the other person, we may not perceive it as such. Because when you put a bucket over my head, I have to assume, even the attempt that you mean me harm. Because you're trying to deprive me of my senses. So my only natural response is fight or flight. And if you have a bucket over my head, I can't run. So we've run out of options here. It's not going to be flight. It's definitely going to be fight. And if you were to do this to my mother or someone else in my family, these social media...
I still have put it on the roof of the mouth.
so glad. I'm so glad that it hasn't been worse than it already has. I'm glad that this woman did not die. Because when I say only hospitalized, she was only hospitalized. It could have been much worse.
Oh my
God. It could have been much worse. And yes,
Such a fucking headache.
Things when I was a kid, but it wasn't.
Really, no, it's cold here. My esophagus is cold. Ever have a cold esophagus?
You're kind of thinking like, well, what would this be? Because they didn't. I mean, like putting a bucket over somebody's head may seem innocent enough. I mean, stupid, don't get me wrong. But now they're investigating it as assault and battery.
Which it is.
Because, you know, I mean, they didn't punch her, they didn't, you know, cut her, shoot her, anything like that. But they basically attacked her. And in this case, because she has a health condition, she ended up in the hospital. But don't be so stupid. It's not worth it.
Well, once you make that physical contact, that, from what I understand, that's assault and battery. Once you make that physical contact.
Yeah, and like I said, if you're doing it to yourself, or even you were doing it
but you have to have an intent.
Friends, just to mess with them, it's one thing. But when you start involving strangers, I mean, it's also taking that risk. Because it's like flipping people off on the freeway now. You don't do it because you don't know who's in that other car. You don't know who you're putting a bucket over.
Right. You just don't know. And you don't, for another reason, you don't know if she was there with someone, and you don't know what that other person's going to do in response to protect her, presumably. When you have 4 males of a certain age who surrounded this woman and put a bucket over her head, there's no reason for me to assume as an outsider that you don't mean her harm. I mean, beyond the harm that you're obviously imposing upon her. This is really dangerous, and I'm not trying to be funny about this. These social media challenges, it's one thing if you're only going to endanger yourself, even if it could be a relative of mine, a friend of mine, or even me, then you're playing a game which is way out of your control. Way out of your control. And I said this to all, and I'll say it again. You can do this in Orange County. You could not do this in LA County. Yeah. Not in my neighborhood. Yeah. You don't want to do this in my neighborhood. No. You're taking your life in your own hands. You know, if you want to do that for likes and hearts and everything, good luck with that. Even still, someone is going to walk up on the wrong one, even in the OC, IE. I don't care where. And I pray that they don't have to find out by losing their lives what the wrong one will do. You walk up on the wrong person, talk to your kid, pull your kids to the side and say, hey, you better leave that bucket in the house. I don't care if you're not going to have to watch the car. Right, leave the bucket in his eyes. Because don't lose your child to expensive prank. You know, I always say,
no issue. We all got back in the life raft.
Because you just might find out. It's later with Mo Kelly. KFI 8640, we're live everywhere. On the iHeartRadio app now, we're going to go to the KFI Quick Hour News for the main thing.
A man has been killed when he jumped from a speeding police cruiser that he'd stolen. The CHP says the man had smashed his car this morning on the 5. When police got there, he jumped out of his car and into the officer's cruiser and took
Hey, Neil
off.
G's back.
Jumped from the speeding car to
Oh, great.
about 40 minutes later. It was going about 70 miles an hour. At least 40 people have been killed in an immigrant detention.
Neil G, you just had an impersonator in here. Spaceman LP, something like that. Crazy. I can tell you this, they did not have the same vocal ability that you do.
$322 million is on the line for tonight's Mega Millions lottery drawing. The winning numbers are 2, 3, 18, 32, 68, and Mega number of 24. The odds of winning a massive prize are 1 in almost 300 cases. Hey, at least have a shot. Rain after midnight through tomorrow morning, a break tomorrow afternoon, then rain again Wednesday night into Thursday.
That's right, baby.
Crash in Linwood on the 105.
Just before Long Beach Boulevard, it's taking away the 2 right lanes where you'll see our heavy riders do a coast for 710. On the 605 northbound just after the 60 in the city of Industry, lots of flowing. That starts to clear up as you come across Valley Boulevard. Here's the good news on the 91 that's heading eastbound at Carmenita and Cerritos. Earlier faster has been moved out of the carpool lane and traffic is moving smoothly now. KFI The Sky helps get you there faster. And Pedro Moreno.
This report is sponsored by Echo Park.
Welcome back to the Real Rabbi. Today we got Rosie from Echo Park Laundry.
Rosie will suggest choosing this buying process easy. If you're looking for her high-end trouble still on that car, we got the right Rosie to test drive your next ride today. Your car, happy owners, Echo Park. Exclusively at Turning Dental is Infinity. It's the latest technology in new teeth in a day. That procedure. Infinity teeth are individually milled custom zirconia crowns that are more durable, lighter, and stronger than their competitors. Infinity will give you the natural look and feel of real teeth. Call now and get a free exam. Offer from a competitor, and Turning Dental will keep that deal. Easy financing options available. Call 888-640-SMILE, 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 TurningDental.com. Restrictions apply. The Manawak Caves is a brand new fiction podcast that marries supernatural horror storytelling with an immersive psychological thriller. Tune in to uncover the chilling story and secrets that hold the caves themselves.
Without monsters, there are no victims, no prosecutions, no defense. No justice.
Listen to the Manawak Caves at 10 a.m. PAWAUK Caves on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcast. You can choose your air purifier like your life depends on it.
Last joint with Selena Johnson. All falls down. Here we go, baby. Shot stand up. Left side, south side. We're gonna set this party off right. West side, west side. We're gonna set this party off right. Man, I promise. She's so subconscious. She has no idea what she's doing in college. The major that she majored in don't make no money, but she won't drop out. Her parents will look at her funny now. Tell me that ain't insecure. The concept of school seems so secure. Sophomore 3 years, ain't picked a career. She like, fuck it, I'll just stay down here and do her. Here's some more money, you ready her a few pairs of new airs. His baby daddy don't really care. She's so precious with the peer pressure. Couldn't afford a college $100 a lesson. It's been so long that it looked like weeks. Then she cut it all off. Now she look like you. And you're dealing with some people that don't believe. Single black female addicted to retail and well. And when it all down, who you gonna call? When it all falls down. And I promise, I'm so self-conscious. That's why you always see me with at least one of my watches. Rollies and posses don't drove me crazy. I can't even know myself in it. Past that Versace. You know, I'm spending $100 on this. Just to be like, nigga, you ain't up on this. And I can't even go to the grocery store without some ones that's clean and a shirt with a tee. It seems we live in the American dream. With people heads up, there's always self-esteem. The prettiest people do the ugliest thing. For the road to riches and diamond rings. We shine because of haters. Boss because they haters. We trying to buy back our 40 acres. And looking at paper, look how low we stoop. Even if you're in a bed, you're still a nigga in a troop. And when it all down, who you gonna call? Fuck the police, that's how I treat them. We buy our way out of jail, but we can't buy freedom. We buy a lot of clothes, but we don't really need them. Things we buy to cover up what's inside, because they make us hate ourselves and love they wealth. That's why Shorty's calling where the ballers at. Drug dealers buy Jordans, crackheads buy crack, and the white man get paid off for all of that. But I ain't even gonna hack holier than that. I don't think Jacob with 25,000 before I had a house, and I'd do it again, because I want to pay him putting stick and parts, pushing the bends. I want to ask that it's really like it's all terrific. I got a past bill to get specific. I got a problem with spending before I get it. We all self-conscious, I'm just the first to admit it. When it falls down, who you gonna call? It all falls down. South side, gonna set this party off right. West side, we're gonna set this party off right. Town, Shot-town, we gonna show you how we get down. Stay my life. That goes out to my Angry Ape Society fam.
some stupid things. I know I did some things which were probably illegal. Statute of limitations was passed 40 years ago. But I remember there were times when we would tie fishing lines from one pole to another pole at night so cars couldn't see it. Now, cars don't have an antenna anymore, but they used to have an antenna which would, stick up off the hood so you could hear radio stations, what have you. Well, they don't have those anymore. But back then, we would tie fishing lines from pole to pole so cars would drive it and rip off the antenna. Those are the things that we would do. No, it isn't. I'm not saying it's good. I know. And there were times that there's something else we did. I'm just telling on myself. I'm not trying to say I'm over here. There was a guy in the neighborhood who we really didn't like. I'm not going to say his name. But he lived like maybe 7 houses down from me. We didn't like him because he told on us to other parents.
He was a kid.
No. He was a father. He was an adult and the father of one of the friends in the neighborhood. He was maybe 25 years old. And so what we did was we went to the store, we bought some stencils, like paint, and we took gasoline and wrote something vulgar with the stencil on the grass. So it would burn out the grass. And it would read what we wanted it to read, but days later, we couldn't be implicated in it. That's the kind of stuff we did.
You can do that now because they have video cameras on everything.
Exactly. But the mischief that I got into, and I can't speak for Steph, and I can't speak for you, I can't speak for Wallace. He didn't involve anyone else's physical safety. And we didn't have a camera. That's for damn sure. It wasn't like we were trying to document it. The only way anyone can tell my story now is through oral tradition. There's no physical evidence confirming any of this. Not even
There could be DNA on an old piece of fishing line somewhere.
I doubt it. You wouldn't be able to connect to me, but that was me at that time. No.
I don't know. Maybe the case will show up on unsolved dispute record.
Statute of limitations. It didn't lead to murder. That's the only thing which is out there which does not have an expiration date. So, no one died. I'm in the clear. I'm not 100% sure about the statute of limitations on some of these things. Kayla, do you have any confessions to make that are safe?
One time, I egged my gym teacher's house before eggs were so expensive. I was in his neighborhood. I think I did something like that, but nothing that caused anybody to I did do it.
Okay, as far as the egging of the gym teacher's house, did the gym teacher suspect it?
Yeah, because the girl the next day in school was like, Kayla came to my house and asked for eggs really randomly. After that, and the girl was like, oh, that's funny because she said she house got eggs. I'm like, oh, really? We wanted to make omelets. Yeah, no idea, but they knew I was lying. Yeah, there you go. Got away with that. I never did anything.
Hey, Queen's at episode 30. Let's go,
All I know is I am thrilled that I was a teenager before social media and phone. Really. Because there are too many stories of just stupid stuff, not that hurt anybody, but just stupid stuff I did.
We all had bad judges enough at that age. The only way it could be worse was to document it and be used against us in a court of
And there
law.
was no way to document it.
That's right. That's right. Stop turning away like I'm not going to come to you. He's trying to act like he's working on the keyboard, trying to do something all radio like. No. I'm looking right at you, dude. Honestly, the worst thing I ever did was say we can't do that anymore with things I'm getting. I know with ring doorbells, it's just really I mean, where are you going to run to? It's like they're going to see you literally running down the street. Where they'll even put you on the ring app and identify you.
You know what you can't do anymore? You can't just turn a phone call.
No, you can't.
Hi, Mo Kelly.
Right.
Is your refrigerator ready? Yes. Well, you better catch it. It just ran down the street.
Beyond caller ID, technology is both a blessing and curse. It's a blessing in the sense of it does afford us more creature comfort and protect us in many ways, like the Ring doorbell, but it also inspires a different level of mischief. The whole idea, like, yeah, Ding Dong Ditch, that was a perfect example. It was harmless, outside of just inconveniencing someone. No one was going to get hurt unless you fell and busted your ass when you were running away. That was it.
I know, and now if somebody comes up to your door at night and you have a Ring doorbell,
I get shot.
you're like, I got the phone is ready, I'm just gonna call cops.
Yeah, and with good reason.
Yeah.
You know, I would never, ever invite someone to toilet paper someone's house. Even if you're there to do something criminal in nature, you might get shot. I wouldn't want that on my conscience. That's something we did back in the mid-1980s. It was pretty fun. No one got hurt, and you know, life went on. But it's a free world now, and with it, we have to evolve with it. And these social media challenges, I just think we're just waiting for something really bad to happen, because that has to be the end result, because they keep ratcheting up the likelihood of something like that happening. So, you know, be safe out there. I'm glad I did all my stupid stuff in the years prior to now. I'm not in jail, I'm not scared, I'm on the radio telling all the stories about it.
We're happy to.
Not all the stories, some of the stories.
Some of the stuff.
You know, like Mike P getting kicked out of Disneyland, that changed some of the other stuff that I
That's
just can't
probably the
tell.
worst thing from
You know what? It looks mushy. First and foremost, it's mushy. Well, still, I live in muscle. They might have done that. I'm just saying, it's not the worst thing I've done. That's all I'm saying. The statute of limitations has expired. As you denied, FIA is reporting for life everywhere for the iHeartRadio app. Step one. Hey, real quick. Step one. Thank you. Step two. Right here, FIA is reporting.
KSI. Los Angeles, Orange County.
Everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
As for single moms in Omaha, I mean, you see, last in KFI 24-hour news, and single mothers in Omaha can now apply for the city's guaranteed income program.
The program is intended to help single mothers impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Women selected will get $500 a month for a year. The city has set requirements on who can apply, including that women show a verified income at or below the federal poverty line. Women will also have to prove they were financially hurt by the pandemic. Omaha has partnered with a nonprofit research group that will help manage the program. Applications are open through the middle of April. Like trolling, hey, if I need
Body cam video and then father's 911 call.
Austin Heitzelman, an officer says the gun that turned out to be a replica was flashed out the window. The President's father, indicated his son is intending to commit suicide by Fullerton Police Captain Jonathan Rader says their Heitzelman crashed last month, got out and ran. The heads of the community being able to apprehend the Heitzelman concerned for officers to send the both police to the city to the case. That police is cleared by police. Says the guy had no gun on him. The replica was found later in the car. In Fullerton, Oregon, Carson, KFIA.
Under a sort of controversy at a coffee shop in Altadena, black and white painting was commissioned by unincorporated coffee roasters on Manhattan and painted it last month. This woman who lives nearby tells KTLA that murals does not belong in a black community or community of color.
Some people say it looks like 5 black men, some people say 5 gorillas, some say gangbangers, but there are bodies from angry faces painted black, all with daggers, fighting and killing each other.
Some people say they don't see anything wrong with the mural. The coffee shop says the artist is known for creating violent art. Its piece shows clashing figures in a struggle between power and submission in society. Critics of the coffee shop's money paid on former President Trump's behalf will not meet again for the rest of the week. ABC's Derek Wallace is not clear when they're going to vote on whether to indict Trump, but it could be back at it next Wednesday.
The former president accused of falsifying business records in an attempt to hide that hush money payment to Daniels weeks before the 2016 election.
The jury returned to trial yesterday for 2 hours to hear from the publisher of National Enquirer. The grand jury is regularly on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yo, Alpha Phone is known with like red Lambos and shit.
Pop star Megan Thee Stallion and R&B icon Mariah Carey will lead the lineup of this year's LA Pride in the park, which takes place in Chinatown's LA Prehistoric Park. The remaining music performance will be announced later. The board president of LA Pride says having 2 women of color headline the event was very intentional. Both of them have been groundbreaking in their own right. Weekend passes for the event from 9th to 10th starts at $89, single day passes at $49. Southern weather from KFI, rain after midnight, lows in the 40s and 50s. Rain tomorrow morning, partly cloudy today afternoon, the highs in the low 60s. The Beaches, Metro Valley, and the 52 right around 60 for the valleys and IE. Mid-40s for the Antelope Valley with a windy advisory up through Thursday morning. With the rain to start up again Wednesday night and last through Thursday. Sunny on, or actually cloudy on Friday, then sunny starts for the weekend with highs in the 50s and 60s. The Chicken System Fullerton 50, Rancho Santa Margarita 52, Pasadena 52, East San Monica. That's Linwood on the 105.
This is I think 105 right before Long Beach Boulevard. We have crews from an earlier crash, taking up the right lane. Watch for some slow traffic from the 710. So read those three extra twos. Earlier crash on the 91 East Summit, Terminator has been cleared from lane. The driver is recovering from Artesia Boulevard. Heading into Hills, this is on the 405 northbound at Rinaldi. Southbound cars taking up the right lane there. Watch for delays as you approach. KFI, the Sky Oaks, gets faster. I'm Brian Van.
This report is sponsored by Albertsons and Vines. It's not too late to get a flu shot. Vines and Albertsons pharmacies make it easy. It's free with most insurance, and walk-ins are welcome. Or skip the line by making an appointment online. Let's get it going. Visit the pharmacy for details.
Driveway, self-dorm with a beautiful patio. Let System Pavers destroy it for you. System Pavers will demolish, dig up, and haul away your favorite neglected outdoor surfaces for free. And will replace them with the outdoor space that you're dreaming. Cosmetic driveways, built-in fire pits, and an outdoor kitchen. Share-worthy patios and more. Get started today by calling System Pavers at 1-800-PAVE-004 or sending smile to systempavers.com. All of it must be like commercial first. What's up with the tail? I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When I set out to build our farm, it was built for greatness. It was built for you. For over 35 years, our mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Today, Morgan & Morgan has more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. If you or anyone in your family has been injured, call America's largest injury law firm. Call Morgan & Morgan. For the people. Visit forthepeople.com for an office.
Poor Sam did his mess. All his itching, slipping, his paws were shaking what he had. Bald spots on his back. He had TB. That 2 weeks after he started Dynamite, I started seeing great improvements. And today, 99% of his issues are non-existent. Dynamite is nutrition. Dynamite is the best thing you can do for your dog. Your dog will be. My Dynamite is DINOVITE.com.
On the podcast, in a controversy story, the Stanford neuroscientist explored how brain science intersects with our lives, passions, and behaviors. This deep dive into the unexpected facets of our brain science will help you see the world differently. I'm going to explore the relationship between our brain and our experiences by tackling unusual questions. Listen to Cosmos with David Eagleman on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Get ready for iHeartRadio Icons with me and Adam Lambert to celebrate their announcement of the Rhapsody Tour 2023, featuring a career-spanning set list with wall-to-wall immortal anthems. Livation.com. Don't miss iHeartRadio Icons with Queen and Adam Lambert. Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific on the free iHeartRadio app Classic Rock channel. I never chose to tell gambling addicts. What I did choose was to get help.
For no-cost gambling addiction counseling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text support to 53342. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
I do remember renting a video. I flipped it into the DHS there, and it wasn't that high as the most on high. It was an X-rated video. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't hear a complaint there. The King Conway Jr. Show. Since Blockbuster is closed tonight, and I'm already home, see what the plot is here. Live 4 to 7 p.m. on KFI. And on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. We're not just in smart speakers. We're in a couple of smart. From the City of Angels near the Pacific Ocean, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be across the nation, around the world. I'm George Morey. This is Coast to Coast AM. Later tonight, what's on Mars anyway? Here's what's happening. The former student of a Christian grade school in Nashville who killed 3 9-year-olds and 3 adults in a shooting spree there was under a doctor's care for an emotional disorder and had a massive collection of blood. New details about assailant Audrey Elizabeth Hale, 28-year-old, emerged hours after police released harrowing video showing officers storming the coveted school in the midst of Monday's rampage and conducting a room-to-room search before confronting and shooting to death Audrey Hale. A series of at least 3 earthquakes reaching up to 3.5 magnitude, not that big, rattled northern California to San Francisco. I just hope it's not a prelude to a big one. The situation in the contested eastern city of Bakhmut remains under control. The military also said in an update that the heaviest combat is concentrated in several zones in the eastern efforts by Russian forces to advance. Dr. John Curtis, onlinecolumnist.com. What's here? John, when is this conflict going to end?
Well, George, we a kind of MAR-esque weapon, missile, essentially. Bakhmut and surrounding areas are just pure rubble. So, a Iranian casualty, it's a grinding battle, and there is no end in sight until the U.S. and, until the Biden administration can decide that enough has been spent on this, that it's not going anywhere. And, you have North Korea right now that is, showcasing new ICBMs and warheads that are militarized now that can be packed into existing ICBMs. And it's the United States that they threaten the U.S. homeland. But because Biden is mired and obsessed with Ukraine, these other, what would have been a important area to be dealing with is being, completely wasted, not being dealt with. And who would the U.S. go to in the past in order to contain lunatics like Kim Jong-un and North Korea? They would go to the Russians, or they would go to the Chinese. But no, the Biden administration has alienated China and Russia to the point where we're completely on our own right now in U.S. foreign policy. We have no one else other than the quote allies to help us. Well, for 70 years, we've worked hard to develop relationships with our adversaries. In 2 short years, that's disappeared. So, yes, the Ukraine war was proven into invading, the Ukraine. More people have been driven from their homes. More people are dying, and more infrastructure is being destroyed.
I see you, make you laugh in
John's website, onlinecolumnist.com. Confidence in the U.S. economy ticked up in March despite the sudden turmoil in the banking industry, according to the latest report. That's kind of encouraging. John Truman Wolf, #1 best-selling author and head of the financial newsletter Strategic Financial Intelligence, with us. John, that was pretty good thing so far. The answer to that is the fact that the unemployment rate is very low, 13.4, George. There's plenty of work available, wages are strong, and a little bit surprisingly, the GDP is strong. So you've kind of got 2 sides of the economy here, and the positive side won out in this survey. What's your best guess for the rest of this year, John, economically?
I'm extra Canadian.
What's wrong with being Canadian, bro? Positive vibes, bro. Potential quesadilla, bro. Like, we're just chilling in here, bro. If you sweat to touch your feelings, it's right.
There's potential for more crashes. So I'm not a fan of what the year looks like. During inflation, I'm a strong advocate for precious metals. I would encourage folks to buy some gold and silver if they don't have any. And hopefully we'll get out of this and we'll get the inflation rate down and the economy will grow. A lot of people think I'm here to weather strategic financial intelligence. To that exact site, strategicfinancialintelligence.com, where Nancy John talks to Truman. John Truman Rich. Probiotic supplements have grown into a multi-billion-dollar industry, spurred by claims that the products will populate your gut with bacteria that can boost your health in numerous ways. In helping people, probiotic supplements offer little benefit, they say, and they can potentially do more harm than good. Studies show that taking probiotic supplements for overall health or to counter the effects of antibiotics can alter the composition of your microbes and reduce the level of microbial diversity in your gut, which is linked to a number of health problems. That's just one of the things we'll be talking about. The pharmacist Ben Fuchs from criticalhealthnews.com, when we come back in just a moment. This banking crisis really has depositors and investors in a frenzy.
Motherfucker, it's a popsicle. What? These motherfuckers. I could sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman wearing white gloves.
And right now, Booyah Max is offering free shipping on any order over $199. In this extremely volatile market, protect your family savings with gold and silver at BooyahMax.com/gold.
Maxwell distraction and who's there. I have to tell you, that has to be a combo.
Jump off there saying goodbye as always. You guys are fucking amazing. I'll jump back on it a bit later. I'll bring my brother in as well on his NFT again.
Welcome back to Coast to Coast. George Noy with you, pharmacist Ben Fuchs with us from criticalhealthnews.com. Don't forget to hit that website and set another record for us. criticalhealthnews.com and call to get information on what Ben has talked about. 1-855-949-7234. He and Doc Wallach have both here 3 weeks, every 3 weeks, to talk with us about health-related issues. We'll take your calls at the half this hour and next hour. I'm part of the criticalhealthnews.com team for years. Ben, welcome back.
George, good to talk to you again.
What do you think of that story on probiotics where they say they're really not necessary?
Oh, no. These, you know, it's weed that weed, right? You heard that.
No, I've been in the weed business all my life.
That's the way it is. So, here's the thing about probiotics. They're not like vitamins, and they're not like minerals, and they're not like fatty acids and amino acids. We call them like the essential nutrients. They're living creatures. Vitamins and minerals, these are chemicals. Amino acids, these are chemicals. Probiotics are things. Different brands have different formulations, different types of bacteria, different amounts of bacteria. Not only that, but if you have an intestinal problem, you think you're going to take probiotics and make it go away, you're going to be, you may be disappointed because it's not going to happen. Well, you have to take care of your intestines. You have to make sure that you're using nutrients that support intestinal health and staying away from foods that disrupt intestinal health. You have to make sure that you're avoiding fried foods which can cause inflammation at the level of the gut. You have to make sure that you're using fiber, which feeds the probiotics. So there's a lot of factors that are involved in studies like this. You have to ask a scientist to ask, well, what kind of patients were tested? Were these patients sick or were these patients healthy? Were these patients using a fiber supplement? Were they eating vegetables and fruit? Did they have leaky gut issues? Did they have an inflamed intestine? So there's a lot of factors that are involved in determining whether probiotic or any other supplement is effective. The fact of the matter is, many people get tremendous benefit from probiotic supplements. And in fact, the study that was quoted in this article showed that people did get benefit. If you read the study, it showed that people got benefit. I'm reading a study right now. Probiotics may be as effective as drugs in preventing relapse of colitis and ulcerative colitis. Ulcerative colitis is not active. So you have to pay attention to the studies that are being quoted. You have to understand that when you read an article about health in the mainstream press, if it leads, if
Pharmacist Ben Fuchs from criticalhealthnews.com. Ben Nicole from Massachusetts writes, what's the best way to get vitamin D and protect your skin? By far and away.
the best way to get vitamin D is from the sun. There are supplements that have vitamin D in them, there's foods that have vitamin D in them, but none of them are as good as the sun. The vitamin D that we get from the sun is processed by the body differently from oral vitamin D, and the body handles it much more efficiently than it does oral vitamin D. Our heliophobia, our collective cultural heliophobia, does not serve our health. The sun is so important for well-being. Does it burn? Yeah, it burns, but you don't burn. Yeah, you get 5 or 10 minutes of sunshine every day, covering as much skin as you can. The sun is much more, by the way, than give you vitamin D. The sun is important for electrifying our body. You know, we're solar beings. We turn the photonic energy, the light energy from the sun, into electricity. And that electricity has anti-aging properties that help build our connective tissue for people who are dealing with arthritis, osteoporosis, vascular diseases, or even the skin, ironically. The sun electrifies the skin to help prevent wrinkles in the right amount. You want to burn, absolutely, and you want to make sure that you're using nutrients that protect you from the sun, such as vitamin C, and your ultimate DFAs, your essential fatty acids, particularly omega-3 essential fatty acids, are very protective. But to deny your body the power of the sun is so unfortunate. It's such a health catastrophe in the long run. Healthcare professionals who understand how the body works. It's tragic.
Reggie from Detroit wants to know simply why something.
Because the nutrients aren't in the food. It's an insurance policy. You know, fruits and vegetables have fractions of the nutrients that they had even 20 years ago, let alone 100 years ago. Cooking a fast-paced place is an effective way to guarantee that you're getting the nutrients that you need.
And Pete's with us from criticalhealthnews.com. Dan, what have you been doing since
today? I've been traveling around. Well, you know, I opened a pharmacy, so I'm helping people in my pharmacy. Doing my job presentation, Zoom calls, keeping myself active.
It's going to be that kind of a year, isn't it?
I'm looking forward to going out and meeting people. I stayed in for a couple of years. I didn't get to go out and meet and greet, and I love doing it just like you, George. I know you love it too.
When did COVID do that to you?
Really kept me in. Couldn't travel.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I used to go to a restaurant that had COVID issues. And so nobody came in anymore. In December 2019, we sat outside.
Yeah, the restaurant business is
30 degrees. We sat outside. They can't find enough
I
employees.
think it's something like 25% less restaurants than there were even 4 years ago.
We're going to take your calls with pharmacist Ben Fuchs at the half when we come back after the break. Ben, we've been talking about this for years. How many people do you think you have?
Oh my God, there's 100,000 if not more. Yeah, there's so many people. It's so gratifying to get the calls, and letters, and you know, you hear from people how much you help them, how much longevity has helped them, how much you've helped them. Like putting something off on the air. It's what is so fun.
How do you get rid of
so fun, yeah. Tony are fun.
I hear a lot about that stuff.
Yeah, lately you've been hearing some commercials under this for this. Yeah. Fungus overgrows when bacteria are killed off. The body and the fungus in the body live in this kind of balance. And there's so many things that we do as part of our day-to-day lives that conspire to kill off those good bacteria, the probiotics we just talked about. For example, antibiotics in the water.
I love Lil Dicky. I haven't seen his show.
People take intentional
I'm gonna have to add it to the top of my list of things to watch. That's great. Thank you.
They call the microbiome. The fungus that naturally live in our bodies overgrow. When they overgrow, fungus overgrows, it can show up in all kinds of ways. And fungal infections are notoriously difficult to treat because fungus are the most hardy creatures on the planet. They can rot. They can subsist on anything. And they have spores. They have essentially shells that are impossible for medicine to penetrate. So once you have a fungal infection in the body, the only way you can deal with it is to starve the fungus out. And number one, avoiding sugar, because fungus loves sugar. And number two, making sure that you're taking care of the intestinal microbiome, the good bacteria, using probiotic supplements, using fiber, making sure that you're getting enough of the raw materials to feed the probiotics.
What is it that
especially into this field. I love chemistry. I'm one of those nerds that had a chemistry set when I was a kid. And I was fascinated with the idea that you could eat food and change your biochemistry. And I didn't realize it, but at the time I thought going to pharmacy school would be the best way to learn about food and medicine. It turned out that wasn't the case. But I'm very glad that I went to pharmaceutical because now I understand how the body works. You know, one of the things we have to put, George, is a low PQ at the culture. And this PQ I'm talking about, not IQ, which is intelligence, and not EQ, which is emotional intelligence, but PQ, physical intelligence. We don't understand our bodies, George. So when some healthcare authority says, oh, we gotta take that gallbladder out of your body, you say, oh, well, I don't know what it does, just take it. Or some healthcare professional tells you, oh, you gotta inject this thing into your body because there's a terrible bug that's going around. Listen to it. You have some authority says you have a gene that tells you that you're gonna have cancer, you need to have that breast off. Just preventatively to say, well, you're the boss. You understand more than I do. Because we don't understand our bodies we suffer. Because we don't understand our bodies we lose our longevity, we lose our quality of life. And so I found myself understanding how the body works, and I dedicated my life to helping bridge the PQ. And that's really what this is all about. That's what we're doing on this program here today. Is we're helping people understand their bodies. And when it comes to making decisions about their health, they'll be armed with the information that they need. But you're not opposed to mainstream medicine. There's times when you need painkillers. There's times when you need antibiotics. And there's times when you need emergency surgery. The problem is, most of our health challenges, George, are lifestyle related. They're related to how we live our lives. Simply by changing how we live our lives, we can change our health state. Simply by adding certain supplements, by avoiding certain foods, by quitting smoking, by exercising, by meditating. There's so many different things we can do to incorporate into our lives to avoid horrors that await anybody who has to interact with the modern medical model because they have doctors with some kind of long-term illness. What is eczema? Eczema is an inflammatory condition of the skin. Its technical name is atopic dermatitis. In that name, you have everything you need to know about eczema. Atopic means it's not topical, and it's coming from the inside. Dermatitis means it's an inflammation of the skin. So eczema is an inflammatory condition. Whenever you have inflammation, you have a defensive response due to something that's getting into your system or not getting into your system. The first thing to do with eczema is to look at the digestive system because you usually involve food allergies and food intolerances. They're gluten, eggs, peanuts, soy. A lot of things that trigger an inflammatory response in the skin. And then the second thing you can do, and this is majorly important for any eczema sufferer, is use supplements that strengthen the skin barrier. Now your skin has a surface on it that functions as a barrier, and you can strengthen that barrier with essential fatty acids. You ultimately eventually inject a hormone. Now I won't say it's a cure, but it's almost like a cure for eczema. And in combination with probiotics, digestive support, and eliminated foods, nobody has this condition. On the other hand, if you do have eczema, you run high risk for asthma, you run high risk for autoimmune disease, and you run high risk for any other immune disturbance. So the good news is it's very easy to treat. The bad news is it's better treated because it can suppress the wart. Next up, Chief will start taking calls, and we'll take calls all of next hour as well with them, giving you some tips on how to make yourself a little more healthier. Check in with us. You'll hear those numbers in just a moment. Don't forget to hit the website, criticalhealthnews.com. It's one of a kind. It's one of the best. And we will, of course, be back in a moment. Coast to Coast Day.
Sign up now for Coast Zone, our free email newsletter. Get it today at coasttocoastam.com.
Oh my God. Jesse Smollett, look it up. Bro, he ended that shit so hard. That shit was so hard, bro. Oh my God. It is so fucking funny, dude. He's a fucking maniac. Yeah,
I'm in KFI 24-hour newsroom. Police in Nashville say the person who shot and killed 3 adults and 3 kids at a Christian school was under a doctor's care for an undisclosed emotional disorder. Police also say while she had maps at the campus and planned the shooting, she didn't specifically target any of the people who were killed. Homicides in LA fallen by 5% from 2021 numbers. Police Chief Moore says there was still more than 1 killing per day in LA in 2022. Chief Moore says the number of homicides and shootings is down so far in 2023. Governor Newsom has signed a bill into law that would penalize oil companies for alleged price gouging, and the fines charged to companies would apparently go into a fund that could include rebates to taxpayers. HBO says 2.3 million people watched the final season premiere of the Emmy-winning drama Succession Sunday night. That's a record for the show. 1.7 million watched last season's finale.
I'll give it a run. This is The Thrill by Wiz Khalifa.
Southland weather from KFI, rain off and on tomorrow with highs from 50 to low 60s. Continue through late Thursday.
I get down with one and move right on to another bitch. Only one with the car, like a girlfriend. Looking at it, she's a big fan, of course she made it. The thrill they chase it, but you just wanna get drunk tonight and fuck someone famous. One time in the place, and you're game for it. Value player, hotel room, meet you there. Walking on a dream. Talking to his brain. Talking to myself. Will I see again? We are always running for the thrill of it. Always pushing up the hill, searching for the thrill of it. On and on we are, calling out and on again. Looking down on girls and all of us and then, and addicted to champagne. Fuck the room, we buy the whole wing. Bitches, I say the gang. You just wanna know where the plane's at. Yeah. Wake up drunk, go to sleep fucked up. We won't maze that we just done. Mixing drinks, no one regret this. Making bitches get rooms for the peanuts breakfast. All this money, darling, what else is left to do? Just enjoy my presidential view. Got a swimming pool in my living room. On stage interviews, tons of sour, let's consume. We are always running for the thrill of it. Always pushing up the hill, searching for the thrill of it. On, we are calling out loud again. Never looking down, I'm just saying alright, what's in hand now? Fuck the room, we buy the hallway. Get the champagne. Fuck the room, we buy the whole way. Bitches, I tell the game. They just wanna know where the plane's at. Yeah, that's what it is. So I next one. And addicted to champagne. Fuck the room, we buy the whole way. Bitches, I tell the gang. They just wanna know where the plane's at. Addicted to champagne. Fuck the room, we buy the whole way. Bitches, I tell the gang. They just wanna know where the plane's at. That was The Thrill by Wiz Khalifa, Empire of the Sun.
To talk to George Norrie, call the Wildcard line at 818-501-4109. The first-time caller line is 818-501-4721. To talk toll-free from east of the Rockies, call 800-825-5033. From west of the Rockies, toll-free, call 800-618-8255. To reach George via Skype, use Skype name George97313. Send George a text message anytime at 818-298-6521. This is Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie.
When we return, we're going to start taking calls with pharmacist Ben Fuchs from criticalhealthnews.com. That's the website to go to jump aboard. And of course, Gina Salvati is Tom Danheiser for the next couple of days, and Gina was one of our worker bees in our Sedona, Arizona live event. Gina, did you have fun there?
It was a great time, George. I absolutely loved it, and I suggest to all the listeners, if they ever have the opportunity to see you live, it's a wonderful event. It's great to hear you sing.
What was one of your favorite parts of it?
And you're singing, of course. George, I think it's one of the first times I've heard you sing. I've heard you a couple of times, but I really enjoyed it. The band was wonderful. You were great. The audience loved it. And it was great to meet Coast listeners as well.
We're going to wrap in a couple breaks to talk about your whole lifetime of digital magazine. Later on.
Thanks so much, George.
In Oregon for our live stage show at the Granada Theater. Full information on that incredible event at coasttocoastam.com in the highlight reel or at the top of the event section at coasttocoastam.com. Come on out. We're selling tickets. Crazy event. And get yours. Now, this is something for you to build up. Gotta be
HealthyLooking.com and Dr. ROTHSCHILD brings 4 decades of experience in natural products for the exclusive stem cell wellness kit that works with your body's stem cells to assist your immune system. Here's Dr. Malay with more.
Whether it's physical activity, obesity, diet, smoking, low on hormones, stress, sleep disorders, or your age, can be supported by reducing inflammation and getting the body to heal itself appropriately. A stem cell is a cell waiting to be told what it needs to do. If there is inflammation, that inflammation needs to be stopped. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, kidney disease, various types of cancer, depression, Alzheimer's disease, autoimmune disorders, osteoporosis, even fatty liver are chronic signs of inflammation and can be aided by supporting the body's ability to protect those cells that it needs. And that is the purpose of Immunostem and Adaptostem together, supporting the body to be the best it can be.
Dr. Malay, how will I feel after taking Adaptostem and Immunostem?
Immunostem is going to have an immediate effect. But I tell you, your immune system is starting to function better after 24 hours. You put Adaptostem along with it, and most will feel it within 30 minutes.
Order now at HealthyLooking.com. The Stem Cell Wellness Kit from Dr. Malay protects your body's stem cells and will make you feel better faster. The Stem Cell Wellness Kit with Adaptostem and Immunostem and your free gift Relaxol is only available at HealthyLooking.com or toll free at 800-563-3980. That's 800-563-3980. Don't forget to enter promo code George for free shipping. George's Stem Cell Wellness Kit at HealthyLooking.com. That's HealthyLooking.com.
Even bother with the classic day. I just grabbed Bob, came in my room.
Marvelous Entertainment and author Marvin Sunderland have released the newest in action adventure science fiction that specifically deals with the question, are we alone in the universe? This action-packed drama includes a 7-novel masterpiece, comic books, video games, and movies of Sergeant Waggett's journeys across the universe. Get 20% off the entire 7-novel series and all future graphic novels at the coupon code Coast to Coast, all lowercase on Marvelous.com. That's MARVALEOUS.com. This banking crisis really has depositors and investors in a frenzy. If you have not done so already, now might be a great time to diversify into gold and silver. You can purchase gold and silver directly at bullionmax.com/coast, and they will ship it directly to your home, fully insured. And right now, Bullion Max is offering free shipping on any order over $199. And this is free market for savings for gold and silver at bullionmax.com/coast.
You know the night time is the right time to be someone you love.
Delinquent tax problems. New rate qualifies
for significant tax savings. An open phone line has been established for community tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Take down this number stored in your cell phone, but call the community tax helpline at 800-508-0328. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and cannot afford to pay them back, or you even have years of unfiled tax returns, you may now find the relief that you need. Call the community tax helpline today at 800-508-0328. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your social security check. Call 800-508-0328 for your free consultation and to see if you qualify. That's 800-508-0328.
And welcome back to Coast. George Dory back with pharmacist Ben Hughes from CriticalHealthNews.com. Let's go to the phones. Ben, they're lining up for you. We'll go to first-time caller Jeff. Kansas City. Hey, Jeffrey, go ahead. Hey, good morning, Ben. Good morning, Greg. Thank you.
Yeah, I had a question about the large prostate. I've been dealing with, I believe that's what it is, but I'm having a hard time urinating when my bladder's full. Wake up in the middle of the night, that's a lot. I will actually wake up in the middle of the night very, very seldom. I mean, just, normal, my normal times. I don't get up like 2 or 3 times in the night, nothing like that. But whenever I'm up, like in the morning, when I first urinate, my bladder's full. It's hard for it to get going, and it's very slow.
Have you also had a PSA blood test from your urologist?
I just had a blood test probably a couple weeks ago.
Do you know what that reading was?
I don't have it with me. No, I don't.
Well, a large prostate is not uncommon as we get older. It basically is an inflammation of the prostate is essentially what it is. The prostate is a fatty gland. And the most important thing to consider when you have a prostate issue is your fat. Good fat, making sure you're getting your good fat, staying away from food we all love, and making sure that you're replacing those fat acids, not only good fats like essential fatty acids, the ultra-DFAs, and jelly, for example, or processed fats, but also the fatty nutrients that are found in foods are generally liquid adaptogens. These adaptogens have wonderful benefits for the prostate. You can use things like salt palmetto. You can also use pumpkin seeds, pumpkin seed oil. In fact, it's beneficial for the prostate. And zinc, which we talked about earlier, and the minerals, fatty minerals, zinc and selenium are very important for the prostate. You'll find all the product effects in your jelly, or you can make sure to change the foods that contain the zinc and the selenium, fish.
A high PSA level does not necessarily mean you have cancer.
That's exactly right. And there's a lot of controversy around the PSA. And a large prostate also, by the way, doesn't mean that you have cancer either. But prostate cancer is a serious business. You want to make sure that it doesn't progress into prostate cancer. But it's not progressed. You want to make sure mostly.
No, you're not.
Boy, YouTube fucking rabbit hole, talk to this. No.
We're not trying to raise it up. We're just trying to be honest, bro. That's all.
Honestly, retarded?
Bro, who is this? I know you don't care. I know you don't care. I can tell.
You gotta get the basin settled in your Egyptian pyramid scheme because your fucking face is just not.
I wouldn't be doing the things I'm doing now to lose that.
What, lose weight?
Yeah.
Yo, just drink M&M. Just join the chat, bro. Nah, I get M&M last for us.
It's Young Shady.
I have 2 questions for you, but Ben, I just want to tell you I'm very interested in food science, but after surviving biology and chemistry with a Catholic nun, I didn't think I could face it. It was pretty tough.
You can still do it, though. You can still be an amateur food scientist.
Well, I love food science, actually. But I have 2 questions. My dad is sort of experiencing a little bit of brain fog. He was a retired electrical mechanical engineering professor, and he's very methodical about things. And he played pickleball and tennis, but now he has arthritis in his hand and he's having difficulty holding the racket and also his balance. And now he's feeling like he's experiencing drainage problems.
How old are you, first of all?
Well, he's going to be 90 in 2 weeks.
And you're playing tennis? That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. That's pretty valid. A couple of
What?
First of all, the most important thing to consider when your brain starts to break down as you get older is sugar intake. In fact, Alzheimer's dementia is now called type 3 diabetes. So making sure you're stable, keeping your blood sugar stable by staying away from foods that spike the blood sugar, and then using nutrients that help the body fight.
You're the Jay with there, yeah, Rockefeller. You couldn't find your fucking phone. That bitch was in my dream though. Really? Yeah. We were like in a Vail ski resort. So it kept going out like I kept going like, oh, I put in my jacket and my jacket is in my car with these like really fast cars. And she's like, all right, well I'll pop the trunk. I was like, yeah, please, I need my fucking phone. She's like, calm down. I need this phone. Were you streaming? No. It's like a normal fucking interaction with someone. We were like in a it kind of looked like that augmented reality thing with fucking who's that motherfucker? Van Gogh? Like it was more like it was more like kind of like a famous Dave as well, allegedly. It's like very country or rural. It wasn't necessarily country, it was rural, like there's like a fireplace and were the people there? Yeah, it wasn't like we're just fucking it. People. Okay. Uh-huh. What does she look like? I don't know. I saw her once right over there. Is the only time I think I've ever seen her. That's a lie. That's a lie. I saw her once there. That was like years ago. I was right there though. Then what? I think I saw her. It was like a fucking thing I saw in college. It was like the best week ever kind of deal. And then what? Some dog walker in between those legs, some big ass picture. But that I don't even know who that is. It's a dog walker. Anyway. But that's a funny name for a chick. Like, oh man, that bitch is ugly. She a dog walker. I don't even know what that is. That bitch a chicken head. Are you done, dog? Hey, dog, are you done? For the gangster.
But they're anti-inflammatory for the skin as well. So essential fatty acids can be important anti-inflammatory nutrients, vitamin C, vitamin E, and then interestingly, the pigments that are in veggies, fruits and vegetables, in some butter, the veggies anyway, in some butter, it will to make them easier for the body to process. Did you have skin cancer on the nose? Will they remove the nose? They have to remove the nose, but they'll remove skin cancer. Dr. Did they? That does not leave a hole in your face? No, they just carve it out. Yeah, depending on how deep it goes, yeah, you can have a hole. Usually it's just superficial. If you catch it early enough, that's the whole key. If you catch it early enough. Joe, Long Island, New York. East of the Rocky. Hey, Joe. A couple of herbs and doses on the amino acids. One is I like the name dandelion. It's
and we just parked ourselves on the other car. So he came out of the apartment complex.
The crew and a couple of scientists with candidates that have significant cancer properties, such as herb with the maca root. Recommended that in a food form. And my third thing was just the dosage on L-arginine. I have it and it's coming in 500 mg. What would you recommend of that? I know it's not exact for a daily dosage for that. Okay, so a couple things, three things. Dandelion is an amazing plant, and as I said earlier, plants make these protective molecules that are called adaptogens, and dandelions are loaded with adaptogens, but in addition to that, dandelion, especially the green, are great sources of vitamin K, vitamin E, vitamin A, just super powerful. Weeds people pick up, people pull them out of the ground because they ruin the grass, but they're amazingly medicinal. The dandelions just grow outside in your lawn. And then the greens are very nutritionally valuable, very high minerals, which is happening. And then second thing, you have maca. Maca is like a natural caffeine. So it doesn't have caffeine. It has something similar to caffeine. A maca root, and you can get some energy from maca food. And then also, arginine is one of my absolute favorites. Nitric oxide, right? Yeah, nitric oxide. That's right. It's huge, George. I call arginine super amino acid. Nitrogen is a powerful element. Farmers all know about nitrogen because nitrogen helps your plants grow. Ammonia is ammonia fertilizer is of course nitrogen, but nitrogen in general is a very explosive element. The amino acids are very powerful because they're essentially carbohydrates plus nitrogen. And then carbohydrate has its own nutritional value, but you stick a nitrogen on it, you get the amino acids that becomes one of nature's most functional nutrients. Well, arginine has four nitrogens. Not just one, not just two, not just three, but has four nitrogens. And that makes it super powerful. I call it super amino acid. It's especially important for growing. Especially important for the heart. Especially important for the blood vessels, as you point out. It helps to make this molecule called nitric oxide, which is important for lowering blood pressure, for sexual performance, for wound healing, for brain health. Arginine, it's hard to imagine an amino acid that's got more nutritional value than arginine. The dose of arginine, to buy, hopefully it's the regular dose, 500 milligrams.
Children have been given the power in general.
Digitally, how do you know all these things?
Their parents have lost the power.
That's great. Yeah, well, you can supplement your whole life. You know a lot about nutrition. With that, mom, she's going to be 94. Citrulline is made up of, it's similar to arginine. It's part of it's called the urea cycle in the body. It's one of the ways ammonia, which is a very powerful toxin, is you can also get it from the rind of a watermelon. Sure, it's how impressive. That's right, it's in watermelon rind. That's the most famous source. Citrulline is for the detoxification process of the liver.
Pretty good, Rabbi.
I am impressed, George.
That keeps with us from criticalhealthnews.com. That's the website to go to all the time. What about Parkinson's?
Yeah, we hear a lot about Parkinson's. It's simply a degeneration of the brain, but it's a part of the brain that affects movement. Interestingly, it's a part of the brain that affects the neurotransmitter dopamine, which is associated with reward. Because the body, opening up a doorknob is something that's worthy of a reward. So when you reach to open the doorknob, you get a reward, a little bit of a reward molecule, and that's dopamine. When you don't have the dopamine, you can't open the door. So you can't hold the glass, or you can't hold the food, you shake. And so, Parkinson's disease is a degenerative process that occurs in a part of the brain that is involved with dopamine and reward and movement. So, the way you deal with Parkinson's disease is you strengthen the brain. Here's something really interesting. People with Parkinson's disease oftentimes have digestive problems and have digestive problems long term. There's a very important connection between the intestine and the brain. And most neurologists try to focus on it. They'll focus on the brain and they'll try to give you drugs that help mimic dopamine, but they don't focus on the intestine. The relationship between the intestine and the brain is so-called gut-brain axis is something that we've only been understanding, the mainstream has only been understanding for the last 5 or 10 years, but we've been talking about it in the alternative health business for decades. So for Parkinson's patients, it's very important to focus on intestinal health, particularly if you have intestinal problems long term before you have habits, before you have the Parkinson's. That being said, there are nutrients that you can take that support dopamine.
take a full hour of phone calls with them, and of course, the website to go to, set another record. He does every time he's on. CriticalHealthNews.com. Back in the moment.
Always on your phone? Then you'll be happy to know the Coast website is now optimized for mobile users. Just point your iPhone or Android browser to coasttocoastam.com and enjoy.
You know, it wasn't like that, but it was very nice to be able to say, but we just don't play. I mean, you got to do something. You can't just run around and do whatever they want to do. They're going to crash this and fucking outside of my house. So he thought it would be a great idea to bring his friends to the house. And of course, there was that tone in his voice, you know, you can tell something's wrong. So I waited, I made sure they were asleep, and then when I got home, I grabbed the middle spoon, and I walked through the house, and made as much noise as possible with that middle spoon in that pan, and then lined all the boys up, and said, this is your one for
They make it easy to find quality Marvin windows and doors that fit your needs. Visit
out of all the parents and, you know, your kids' friends that bring you like the art to her, also respect her, you know, because she's old school, whatever, stuff like that. I always like, whatever, you know, you're just not
All
of his friends respected me and called me mom. One of his friends used to sag his pants like below his bottom. And but when he walked into my house, his pants got pulled up.
I thought learning a language would be too much
They
work.
also knew that I was mom that would go and make sure his pants didn't turn around saying,
Bible lessons only take 10 or 15 minutes. And soon you turn and realize, hey, I'm starting to speak another language. How'd that happen?
Babel isn't robots talking. You learn words and phrases from real native speakers. I was ready for real-life conversations in just a few weeks. No reason. Go to Babel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babel.com. This question seems to be used for more than just giving all your info to Homeland Security. Also use it to look into KFI AM 640.
Los Angeles, Orange County, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Another deadly end to a chase. I'm Amy King in the KFI 24-hour newsroom. A police chase that started in Field Beach has ended when the DCH at 2nd Street. 37 said what sparked the chase tonight, and it's not clear if it was the person being chased or one of the people in the car that was T-boned who died. At least 2 to 3 people were taken to hospital. Body cam video and a father's 911 call have provided new details into a high-speed chase in Fullerton that ended with a deadly police shooting.
Officer says the gun that turned out to be a replica was flashed out the window. Unbeknownst to officers at the scene, Mr. Heiselman's father called and indicated his son is intended to commit suicide by cop. Fullerton Police Captain Jonathan Radis says then Heiselman crashed last month, got out and ran.
he does space about the pants falling down.
At that time, he says the guy had no gun on him. The replica
She got a text from her minutes before the shoots of 3 guns in the shooting.
We feel that these students that were targeted were randomly targeted. There was not any particular shooter.
She had caught 7 guns today. The terrible to play in the major leagues before Jackie Robinson broke the colors area. The 2023 edition will play in New York.
Buy this thing.
Robinson,
Yeah, it's a late leave.
Buffalo
There's
Neal,
no founder,
Rick
it's
Foster,
gone.
and Hilton Smith.
You ain't gotta worry about that here. We good.
Baseball Museum says this edition makes sense. Southland weather can KFI rain off and on tomorrow with highs in the 50s to low 60s. Rain continues Thursday, but should taper off by late
So you
afternoon.
think I'm bad because I
Friday, sunny for the weekend.
clothing? Man, I feel like such an old man. Like, you know, I'm not even that old.